What's going on, gamers? Thank you very much, everybody, for stopping by tonight's stream. I am very excited to get going with this. My name is AJ from A4GZ, a place where everybody can be themselves, except for a butthole. If you want to be a butthole, go somewhere else. Not welcome here. No, this is a place where we go to have fun, to forget about our days, and to chill out with friends, and to hang out and be cool with one another. So, what's going on, Aurora? Thank you very much for stopping by. I am doing actually very, very good. I've been looking forward to this all day. I was debating about if I wanted to keep this with Pokemon, but I was like, Legend of Zelda is my favorite game, and I gotta make sure I stream it, you know? So I decided to bite the bullet, and so the plan with this is how I've been normally doing. Mondays are Pokemon days, and then Wednesdays are going to be, they were Uncharted until I finished Uncharted 3. I'm going to basically kind of just stream Legend of Zelda until we're done. So it's probably going to be like a few episodes. Except for Thursdays. Thursdays are still going to be multiplayer, and seeing if we can, you know, hang out with viewers or whatever else, you know, kind of thing. So I guess it'll just be Mondays and Wednesdays for now. So it's probably going to be just this week and next week until we finish Zelda. But Zelda is such an amazing story. Absolutely phenomenal storytelling in just about every Zelda game that's out there. As big of a Zelda nut that I am, I unfortunately have not played every single Legend of Zelda game that is out there. I've basically mainly stayed with the main console titles. So I've played, yeah, it's cool, I like it. Awesome. All right. So as long, you know what, you are, you are an amazing person. So as long as you say you like it, then yeah, nobody else's opinion matters. We go with what you say. No, but I'm glad you like that, because I would hate to do anything that would, you know, irritate people, but I think that this is such a fantastic game, and I've played, you know, a few hours of it so far. I'm very certain that people are going to enjoy this as well. Now, yeah, let's get into it. I think that this is going to be a phenomenal game. Like I said, I've played a few hours of this already, so what we're going to do is we're going to keep our name as Link, because I am traditional, and I know that a lot of other people usually would put their names as Mr. Poopy Butthole or something silly or whatever. But yeah, no, I like being Link. The art style on this is just absolutely crazy. I love it. Like, it's supposed to actually be like reminiscent of like a painting if you look at it, and I didn't realize that. I was just kind of like looking more into the game and the backstory and everything else. And, like, I still don't even know what the heck this thing is, other than it's a giant serpent with teeth that looks, like, absolutely terrifying. But other than that, I've been looking into, you know, again, like, a little more of the backstory or whatever else. Like, the game's been out for 10 years, so really there isn't many spoilers. I know for the most part, you know, how it begins and it ends. Mostly because I love Legend of Zelda, so I was like, I'm not gonna let not playing it, you know, hold me down. Guess what, my good sir? Today's pudding day? No, that was yesterday. Today's Jello day. Did you eat Jello? Did you eat pudding on Jello day? Is that what I'm guessing? I knew it. I knew it! You ate pudding on Jello day. How many times do we have to go over this? You have to say pudding for pudding day and Jello for Jello day. I don't know, I'm terrible at guessing. What's up? I actually did. I'm also psychic! I am big brain, I am psychic. I can guess anything that you've eaten, as long as I have 100 guesses. And these big birds are called loft wings. No, are they? No, the place where we're at is like, I don't know. Wait, so was that the, was that what you wanted me to guess? Because if that's what you wanted me to guess, then I flippin' nailed it. Yes, right on. Alright, so we start off with Zelda getting a letter over to Link, who has bags underneath his eyes because our dude doesn't sleep, apparently. But I got a tablet for my birthday. I'm so happy. Hey, that's great. That's awesome. Well, again, happy birthday. I know that I was telling you happy early birthday, but now happy belated birthday, because I don't think that your birthday was, what, a couple of days ago, something like that, right? But that's awesome. Congratulations. I hope that you like it. Was it is it an Apple one, like an iPad, or is it like a Samsung, or like a Android kind of one? Rise, Link, the time has come for you to awaken. You are fated to have a hand in a great destiny, and it will soon find you. The time has come for you to awaken. Link. Yes? Oh, the guy's got, like, really pearly white teeth, so good on him and his dental hygiene. 16th. Ah, darn, I was 3 days off. Well, again, happy belated birthday. I'm pretty sure it's either Samsung or Android, but it's really just like an iPad, and it's really awesome. That is awesome. So, I really do like the Samsung tablets also. They have a lot of cool features in them. And, imagine just, like, seeing that freaking giant head. That's adorable, though. He spat the letter at his face. Oh, that's great. Yeah, but no, that's awesome. So I really do hope that are you watching this on the on your newly obtained tablet? Because that'd be really cool. Like, how big is it? Like really really big? Like probably like, I don't know, like this big, that big. I don't know. Big enough to watch stuff on, which is awesome. That's all you need too. Hey, sleepyhead, I know how much you like to sleep in, so I'm guessing this letter will be your alarm clock. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna see if I can conjure royalty, feminine royalty. Hey, sleepyhead. Nope, that's not it. Nope. But I could if we set it up, and it's a good size. Sweet. That is awesome. I mean, that's what tablets are for, anyways. Watching YouTube and watching Twitch stream. Other than that, what do you use a tablet for? Well, I Google, I guess. Fine. Hey, sleepyhead, I know how much you like to sleep in, so I'm guessing this letter will be your alarm clock this morning. Did I guess right? Rise and shine, Link! Today's the wing ceremony. You promised to meet me before it starts. Remember? No. You'd better not keep me waiting, Zelda. That means she gonna kick your butt. And he just has a, oh, how adorable. I just want to go over here just to show everyone. Look at how disgusting that is. This is like garbage thrown all about. Plus, we also have 5 rupees. Yeah! What a way to start. And I don't know what that is. So, the controls on this are really weird. It took me a while to get used to them, because it's not traditional controls. Like, you actually have to hold the LB when you have it. So, one of the biggest reasons of why I didn't play it back in the day, which I can absolutely tell you is a big reason why a lot of other people didn't play it, is because of the motion controls. Like, I didn't want to have to be just like constantly going, just to play a game. When I'm done with work, I don't want to flail my arms around. I just want to sit down, put a controller in my hand, a nice little pro controller, and, have at it and have fun. The fact that it required you to not only, but if you had it like an old Switch, like the first gen, not Switch, one of the Wii's, you had to buy components to the controller to max out the controller's vibration or pick up like the extra sensory, something like that. Like, a lot of people are like, all right, so we need to buy the game, and then I need to buy an attachment just to play the flipping game. That doesn't make sense. Like, I'm going to be paying like almost $100 just to freaking play one game. Not good. The Wii Motion Plus. Thank you, Carter. Also, welcome to the stream, my friend. I appreciate that. Yes, the Wii Motion Plus. So, no, I was not a happy camper, so I didn't wind up buying the Legend of Zelda, and I didn't buy the Wii Motion Plus, because heck with that. I didn't want to spend the extra money. But now, we got better controls-ish. It's really weird, because I tried it out yesterday with the 2 Joy-Con. It reacts a lot better and more smoother when you have it in the Joy-Cons, because that's the way it was originally designed for. But to play, I'm just really glad. All that to say, I'm really glad I can actually have the opportunity to play this without having to do that. It takes some getting used to, but I was able to do it. Also love to draw on my tablet because I have a pen thing and I made a pen flag as a person. Oh, sweet, that's awesome. Yes, that's one of the things why I like the Android tablets a little bit better, because they come with like a little more, tech, in my opinion. than the iPads do, like the pen right there. Good morning, Ling. Today's the big wing ceremony, right? I wanted to fly too, but I didn't make the cut, so I'm stuck back here at the academy. They're all British, by the way. I don't know why, because, well, royalty and everything else, so I guess British comes to mind. Plus, I've got to move these barrels over the kitchen. I was hoping to at least be able to cheer you on, Link, but I guess that's the way it goes. Go out there and win, and wow then, buddy. You got it, you... Guy's hilarious. He's trying to pick up one barrel. He's gonna give himself a freaking, like, you know, back problems. Woo! Where in the clouds is that Fledge boy? He's supposed to be bringing me barrels! Sometimes I just don't know what's going on in that boy's head. Neither do I. Actually, probably as of right now, it's probably going, oh, ow, my back. Oh, God. Oh, this hurts. Why am I so weak? Okay, this is how a real man picks it up, I'm just saying. Like, you just press it over your head like that, and you just completely wow them. Like, this guy's, like, completely slack-jawed right now. He's like, oh my God. The pre-order that came with the gold Zelda Wii remote was a controller with the Wii Motion Plus, so I have the gold controller. How I played it back in the day was the gold. Ah, sweet! Ooh, we gotta put that down. That is pretty cool. Yeah! I know, I wanted to, again, I wanted to pick it up, but I couldn't, honestly, me personally, I couldn't justify the purchase. But, you still have it. That's awesome. That's gonna be one hell of a collector's item, I would assume. There you go, lady. What's all this? I thought I told Fledge to carry that. Ah, it's probably the best. That skinny boy would probably have gotten flattened. Say, don't you have some important ceremony or some such today? Well, thanks for the help. You got it, lady. Who's a man, I think. Nope, you're a lady. He's got a big 5 head. Because, like, it's not a 4 head, because, like, 5, because balding. Alright. Gold Wii remote with a Triforce on it. Oh, actually, I think one of my buddies actually got that, too. Yes, it was really, it did look pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually very upset. Oh, also, just in case you want to know, he can sit on the potty. And when he gets up, it flushes. That's right. It was just confirmed. Link pooped through his pants. He didn't poop his pants, went right through his pants. And he didn't wash. That's disgusting. And we're gonna go out the door. So, like, I have, I only have the gold cartridge of the original NES, Legend of Zelda, but that thing's so mangled, like, the stickers torn off, whatever else. I'm never gonna give it up. I don't think anyone's gonna really want to buy it from me, because it's so beaten up anyways. But, yep, that's, Hey, Link, up here! What? What do you want from me? Hi.
Hello.
Good morning to you, Link. Today's finally the day of the long-awaited wing ceremony. Are you feeling ready? I just remembered. There's something I'd like to ask you about. Target me and we can have a quick chat. Okay. I targeted you. I didn't do nothing. Alright, you know what we gotta do? Here, come on. You can't just ignore your instructor like this, Link. Target me, then talk with me. I will do as I please. Listen, pal. Oh my God. Fine. You happy? I just wanted to jump up and talk to him, like, you know, face to face, mano a mano, but my God. Excellent! Always remember you can target someone to talk to them easily. And even when there isn't anything to target, it's a convenient way to quickly face your view forward. Oh, but it's a little silly to carry on a conversation from this distance. Why don't you come join me up here? You stupid son of a... Okay, why don't you just... I'm gonna climb the barrels in. Boxes? I don't know what they are. You should be able to climb up if you dash up the top of that wooden box, don't you think? Then you can make that jump fairly easy. Try climbing up here. Okay, fine. Oh my goodness. Look what I did. I done did it. It's actually really cool, too, to actually see, like, where a lot of the mechanics from Breath of the Wild, like, you know, came to fruition from. Like, the little thing with the thing and the stuff and the other things and the things. Got it? Get it, got it, good. Alright, we're good. Thought the motion controls were okay, but once I learned both the flying and swimming used them, I thought that was a bit so far. Sword was okay, the rest of that is silly. To each his own, you know. I definitely would rather just, like, you know, pick up a controller and just, like, you know, kind of get at it. With this one, it's really weird, though, because it's not traditional where you actually hit the buttons and then you swing. You actually use the right joystick to swing your sword as if you were making the motion of swinging. So that instead of, like, to actually get your camera back and focused, again, you have to hit L bumper first. I have a deep love-hate relationship with emotions. Fair enough. But yeah, it's just really weird because you have to hit the LB button first, and then you can hit the right stick. To me, it's counterintuitive to what I'm used to. So it took my training my brain to just it's to get used to hitting L bumper first to actually pan around the damn thing. So what are you up to? Rushing to get some last-minute bird riding practice in this morning? Oh? You have someone to meet? Aha, Zelda's waiting for you, is she? It's perfect timing, then. You see, Zelda's father's headmaster, Gapura? Gapura. We're gonna call him Gapura. Has a pet named Mia, and, well, she's scampered off again. When it works, it was so good, but then it did not work. My god, the game was a mess. Wii version killed my arm back in the day. I can imagine that. Just like swinging. Have at thee! I'd probably be the one to just accidentally fling it at my freaking TV and break the TV. What'd you do? Mom, I was in a heated battle. You don't understand. Look over there. Don't you see her? Yes, I do. The headmaster is so busy working with Zelda preparing for the ceremony, I thought that maybe I should feed her, but the ceremony is about to start and I just put on a fresh set of clothes and, well, you see, I get it, Horwell, you're a lazy bastard. I'm on it because you suck. Ooh. Fantastic, so you'll do it. I know you're in a hurry, so I really appreciate you taking the time to help. It's alright, I only want to compete. You know, that's great. You should be able to climb up somewhere over there if you hang off the ledge, blah, blah, blah. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I got it. So basically, we got to do one of these, and we got to shimmy across. You know what? It's the animation, though, too, that gets me. It's a little blocky. It's just kind of weird. But again, it's like, I guess because it fits with the rest of... I don't even know if it fits. I don't know. It's weird. But again, I want to draw attention to, like, you know, how everything looks like it's a painting. Right? Like, you can actually see, like, kind of, like, strokes in the actual... like right there, like it kind of looks similar to like strokes rather than actual like straw or cobblestone or whatever else. I think it's good. And that is one thing that I've always loved about Zelda games ever since I made my mistake with what was it? Not Skyward Sword. Yes. The one where the first introduction to Toon Link. And I always forget the freaking name of that damn game. But that Zelda game, yeah. So when that first had come out and Toon Link was a thing, like everyone, including myself, got like really up in arms. Like they were pissed. So was I, because nobody wanted Wind Waker. Thank you. The art is a mix of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. I would agree. Yeah, I can see that. Absolutely. You got the realism because you know, he's a big boy. Not a big boy. You know what I mean. But yeah, so I didn't like the original art style for Wind Waker because I really wanted, like, you know, the realism of from the other two games from the 64. But needless to say, I learned my lesson. I played the game after I think about 6 months to a year of bitching about it. The game is solid. It's a fantastic storyline. The art grew on me the more I was actually playing it and appreciating it, such as this. So this is actually pretty good too. Nice work, you've brought her back safe and sound. Yeah, because you were a lazy sack shit. Sorry for troubling you with this. I know you're busy, Link. I suppose I should feed Mia now. That would be nice. I mean, you were supposed to do that before, but I'm not judging. Please tell the headmaster that we found his pet. He should be up by the statue of the goddess. Okie dokie, Pokey. I kind of hate how the art came to be in this game. Really? You hate how the art came to be? I think this is phenomenal. I believe Zelda is there with him, so you should hurry along. Look it up. Oh yes, I should give you a reward. It's not much, but please take this, or don't tell the others. Money, 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 money. Money! We got 20 rubies, people! Don't spend it all in one place. You got it, you guy, you. And I tend to be Sir Saves a lot. So we go to the bird statues, and this is how we save our game. And we will be creating a new game, because the other game is my personal one that I am playing now. Yes, so I believe this is actually going to be the first Zelda game that I play twice in, in one time, which is going to be amazing. I'm not going to complain about, you know, more Zelda. More Zelda for me. Woo-woo! Not the style, I mean the reason behind it. Okay, so, the reason behind it. I'm interested. I don't know the reason behind it. What exactly is the reason behind the art? I have an educated guess, but I would like to be. I would like you to explain. That does sound interesting, please. Also, like, I love the story. Like, you can actually see canonically they are, you know, like, this is the original Link. There was like a little bit of a love story here. Oh, youth, guided by the servant of the goddess, unite earth and sky. Bring light to the land. Hey, good morning, Link. I'm glad to see my Loftwing. Yep, it was a Loftwing. Ha! Got you out of bed. Yeah, poked its head out and scared the hell out of me. I was pretty sure you'd sleep in and forget to meet this morning. But look at this instrument! And look at this outfit! They're mine to use today in the ceremony, since I'll be playing the role of the goddess. Aren't they beautiful? Especially this instrument. They tell me it's just like the one the goddess was said to have in the legends. It sounds gorgeous, too. I asked Father about it, and he says it's called a harp. And look at these clothes. I made this wrap myself, and we get to use it in today's ceremony. Between the harp and this outfit, I'm going to make a great goddess today. I would say absolutely. I got you up early this morning because I wanted you to be the first to see me like this, Link. So, how do I look? Terrible. Where's terrible? Where's secret? Ha! I think so too. But it's nice you agree. Thanks, Link. Anytime. Are we just gonna stand there like a big doof? Ah! There you are, Zelda. Are all you prepared for today's ceremony? Oh, hello, Father. Woo! That's a paragraph, my man. I'm gonna get to that in uno segundo. Ah, Link, you're here too. Outstanding. It's encouraging to see you up so early, given your capacity for sleep. No doubt today's ceremony had you too excited to close your eyes for once. Ha ha ha! No, we're lazy as ever. Yes! If you win today's ceremonial race, you'll get to participate in the post-race ritual with Zelda, so give it your best out there. You got it, Unibrow Man! Yes, about that. Father, I don't know if he can do it! Recently, Link hasn't been practicing much at all for the ceremony. Ha, lazy sack of shit. And even when he's out riding his Loftwing, he's just lazily gliding around, probably daydreaming. I don't know what he's thinking. He's going to have to be in perfect control of his bird to win today. No need to worry yourself, Zelda. Though you may have a point, today's wing ceremony tests the skill of the rider as well as his bond to his bird. Victory will not come easily. Yeah, that's the whole entire problem. She's saying that he's a lazy ass. And as you pointed out, I haven't seen him practicing as hard as some of the other students. But you've known him since you were both very little. You should know better than to fret about him. You see, Link and his Loftwing share a special connection. I've never seen anything quite like it. As you know, each of us in Skyloft is but one half of a pair. We're only made whole by our Loftwings, the guardian birds that the goddess bestows upon each of us as a symbol of her divine protection. When we are young, every one of us meets our Loftwing under the great statue of the goddess. It's quite a big moment, as I'm sure you recall. That first meeting between Link and his Loftwing was extraordinary. The bird that came to him was a crimson Loftwing. It is a breed so rare we were sure to find we were sure for some time that it had vanished from the line. Yes, and the boy and his bird seemed to share a profound connection from that moment they met. Do you recall when Link and that loftwing of his first met? What a sight! The little boy just hopped up with that bird gracefully and flew away, without even a moment of instruction. They were meant for each other. And judging by how jealous you were that day, I'd say the friendship he shared with his bird didn't go unnoticed by you, my dear. And this is where he falls asleep again. He doesn't see his loftwing. Ah, but who can blame you? I'm sure you weren't the only one envious of the powerful bond shared between Link and his bird. Anyone who is a part of something special is bound to catch some nasty looks sooner or later. This contest is nothing to laugh at, Father. The ceremony is part of the final test for those training to become Knights of Skyloft. Yeah, Unibrow man, take it more serious. If Link doesn't fly fast enough during the race, what if Link messes up his big chance? What if he's not allowed to become a knight? Calm down, my dear. It will be fine. Honestly, it's almost as though you become a completely different person when you worry about Link. Hey! Listen, Link, you'd better fly your heart out today. At the very least, you need to squeeze in a little practice time before the race. Come on, you'll thank me later. Like dragging him off. Here we are. Go on now, jump off the edge and call your loftwing. It's almost time for the ceremony, so try to practice seriously for once. Oh yeah? You can't sense your bird out there? Oh, I get it. You're trying to weasel out of having to practice. Nice try, but you're not going to fool me. Off you go. Okay, bye. Hey. She just killed Link, everybody. Okay, bye. His bird sure has taken a long time to get here. Something's wrong. I killed him. I've doomed him. This part's pretty cool. And a beautiful catch. Hang in there, Link. I've got you. Poof. Are you two all right? Oh, the bird's half dead. I'm sorry, friend. I didn't mean to push you so hard. You didn't sprain your wing, did you? This is very odd, Link. What could have possibly happened to your loftwing? For a bird to ignore the call of his master, it's unheard of. Link's like, you know shit, that's what I told you guys. And you still can't sense your bird nearby, eh, Link? This is quite a problem, especially considering the wing ceremony is about to start. Link, when you said you couldn't sense your loftwing, well, I should have believed you. I'm sorry. I need to tend to my own loftwing, so I'll catch up with you later. You'd better go on ahead and see if you can find where your bird is gone. Okey-doke. And the bells have rung! Uh-oh. My, how did it get to be so late? If I recall correctly, this year Instructor Horwell is presiding over the ceremony. Link, you should go explain the situation to him and see if he's willing to delay the race a little so that you can find your bird. I say. But Father, you're the headmaster of the academy. If Link asks Instructor Horwell, he'll probably just come talk to you about it. Oh, quite true. As usual, you make an excellent point, my dear. Very well, I'll explain the situation to him myself. Link, run along and tell Instructor Horwell to come see me in my quarters. Aye. Alright, what do we got here, Carter? the whole fans hating the art of Wind Waker, them going for more real-looking Twilight Princess, than everybody getting butthurt over that game and liking Wind Waker now, so they mixed painting and real to get between the two art points. I hate that fans going crazy made them need to keep shifting art. The good thing that came out of this is they now keep up versions of this style that do look nice. Fair enough. I think that's a very good point. To have to switch an art style, not because it was your choice to do it, but you were basically shoved in between a rock and a hard place. So I would agree. That's a bummer. That wouldn't sit too well with me either. But I mean, you know, it's enough for nothing. They came out with, yeah, Twilight Princess was on the GameCube. Yeah. So what are you doing? Oh, that's right. This is that Elvis-looking mother jumper right here. Oh, is something wrong? What's the big hurry? What? Your loft wing is missing. But I just saw him. Groos's bird was chasing off after your feathered fella. Where's Groos? Oh, Groos and his little cronies were saying they were heading down to the plaza wing ceremony in the plaza. Bah. Fans pushed them into it more than being a choice. Twilight Princess was on Wii too. Yep. GameCube, yes, but most people played it on the Wii. I do remember it being on the Wii. Actually, I remember I picked it up first thing on the GameCube. And then I didn't pick it up on the Wii, actually. I just picked it up on the GameCube. Because I don't know, I think I didn't want to do the motion controls. So that's back to, we're going back years ago. I can barely remember what the hell I had for breakfast a few days ago. Oh, you're still trying to get down to the south end. That X mark on your map. That's the plaza. Fantabulous. It's where they're holding the wing ceremony today, so you'll definitely want to find it before too long. The plaza. Yes. All right, we'll go to the plaza. So my guess is they might be in the plaza. Normally the fastest way there is just down this path, but I'm too lazy, so I'm not gonna let you go. Oh, but this gate here still needs some work before it'll open. Can you go around through the academy? Remember to check the map with minus if you get lost.
Okie dokie, we're gonna go down this way now.
So because of reasons, we shall be going down. And let's talk to this NPC. Oh, her name is Karen. So it's Karen. Don't men open doors for a lady anymore? How long am I supposed to stand here waiting for a little chivalry? Ah! Oh, it's you, Link. Say, you look all flustered. Did something happen? What? You can't fly your loft wing? I don't know what to tell you. I've been here at school the whole time. Useless. I'll open the door for you. After you find my bird, you suck. It's crazy on the way what they did. What they did to it on the Wii is nutty. Fun fact about that NPC. Oh, okay. Yes, I like fun facts. Fun. Fun facts are always fun to know. So what's the crazy thing they did with her? Hey, I like this guy. You're not still wandering around the academy, are you? What? Your loft wing won't come when you call for it. Why would a guardian bird not come when it's called? You know, I've never heard of this ever happening before, so I can't even tell you what you're doing wrong. But a good senior never hangs an underclassman out to dry. We'll figure this out together. You go out to the plaza and ask people there if they know anything. In the meantime, I'll ask around here. You got it, hero of mine. Thank you. She has an unused animation of being attacked by an item you get later. The reason it never gets used is you can't use the item inside, and she's only seen outside now when you don't have it. That is pretty interesting, not gonna lie. Alright, we're gonna save a little bit. I don't know if you guys do the same thing, like you save any opportunity that you can, because I always do. Like anytime, anytime that automatic save is not an option, which obviously 2021 it's rare that a game doesn't really have an autosave. Oh, alright, so we gotta help this kid out. So we gotta do one of these. Yo! Boom! This kid goes nutty over the bugs. A stag beetle! Wait up! And we got some money. Alright. So now that we got some money, we helped that kid get his beetle. Actually, I don't think he gets it. I think it runs away. But now we have to go to the villains of this story. Autosave is in the remake. Nintendo showed that off. I'll be honest with you, I didn't really pay too much attention to all the things with the videos and everything else. So that is a good point. I appreciate the heads up on that.
You know, Goose, that was sure a pain. What with all the scratching and the pecking.
Of course it was. You thought a big crimson loftwing like that was gonna go down without a fight? But we got him, and I don't care how tough those birds are supposed to be. He's not getting out of that pen anytime soon, boys. Cat looks so pompous. I just want to punch him in the face. Yeah. Oh! Well, Link, so, yeah. Just how long have you been standing there? Long enough to want to kick your butt? What's your problem anyway? Oh, wait. I got it. You're here to talk about today's race. I can see it in those dopey eyes of yours. What? They're pleading,
Oh, Goose, can you please find it in your heart to let me win today, please?
You're just desperate to win so that you can get some alone time with Zelda up in the statue of the goddess at the end of the ceremony. Oh. Well, sorry, pal. Goose doesn't do charity for wimps. My advice? Work hard and wish with all your heart. You might even come in second. Say, come to think of it now, how come I don't see your bird? Where is that scruffy pile of red feathers? I can't imagine what could have happened to him. Do you think his tiny brain got confused by all the clouds and got lost? Nice hair, bring it on, give him back. I have to say, just give him back. That's kind of straightforward to it. Huh, I've got no idea what you're talking about. You know, we're all getting tired of how you never let anyone forget you and Zelda go way back. You've been friends since you were kids. Big deal. It doesn't change the fact that you float through life with your head in the clouds. We're literally in clouds, so I think everyone's heads are like literally in the clouds. Will you wake up, straighten up, and grow a backbone already? Topes like you are dragging our honored academy through the mud.
And just who might you be talking about, Carouse?
Zelda! Hey, it's,
Don't even try it, Carouse. You're picking on Link again, aren't you? He's a student at the academy, like all of us.
Why do you insist on... Oh, no, that's Zelda.
Why do you insist on bullying him around so much?
Yeah, I suppose.
You suppose? Suppose what?
Suppose my man just, got real dopey there. I suppose you... Forget it. I wasn't supposing anything, okay? Okay, we're out of here, boys. Later, Link. Hope you find your bird, or else you're gonna have to sit out today's race. That could be a major setback toward knighthood. So find that bird or get real used to the taste of failure. It's your special flavor. Does it taste like mint chip? Does failure taste like mint chip? Because if it does, that's really, really good, because I do like mint chip.
I hate to say it, but I'm beginning to suspect that those blockheads had something to do with your Loftwing's disappearance. Link, those guys aren't going to help us find your bird, so we'd better start searching. I'll fly around Skyloft and see if I can spot any trace of your bird.
Okie dokie.
Father said he'd talk to Instructor Horwell about delaying the start of the wing ceremony, so don't worry. We'll find your bird in time.
As for Twilight Princess, so Link is left-handed, but in moving to Wii, they thought most people are right-handed. To make him right-handed in the Wii version, they mirrored the whole game, makes playing the HD version or GameCube crazy if you got used to the mirrored version. Now that you find Groose in that area, it's time to bring out the old parody video Groose. Groose word gourd. Oh, that's right. I've seen all those like those memes or whatever else. Like his face is all just creepy and whatnot. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of how they canonically made took away him actually being a lefty to then make him a righty. That's never really sat well with me. But if you think about it, like each iteration of Link doesn't necessarily have to be a lefty. You know, they can, because in Breath of the Wild, he's a righty. So I think they just, like, kind of, kept up the momentum from this game. Which, again, it kind of bothers me that they did that. But, what are you going to do? There's better things to be irritated about. Let's sound the goddess's song beneath the light's radiance. Unto her chosen hero shall fall a piercing ray of guidance. I don't know what the hell that means. So something's got to go down there. Alright. And let go! Whee! We don't want to go splat. Alright, cool. And off we go! That video was amazing. Huh? What's wrong, Link? What? Your loft wing is missing? That's terrible! I was so looking forward to seeing that red blur streak through the sky. No. I haven't seen him. Why don't you look for him by the statue of the goddess? You'll have a good view of the whole town from way up there. Statue of the goddess is the great big statue in the north of Skyloft. It's at the place with the X mark. Boof! Alright. Grooseward Gourd, well worth a watch. I gotta check it out. Should I even go there? I already know exactly where he is. Alright, it's good. Oh, that's right, yeah, we have to go up here because then we have to go, Alright, so we have to go play it by the numbers. There we are. Link! Perfect timing. I heard your loft wing has gone missing, so I thought I'd join in the search. And get this, when I asked Fledge what he knew, he started acting weird.
I'm sorry, Link. I really wanted to tell you.
I keep on messing up the voice, so I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth in whatever voice I feel like. I am not a voice actor yet. I could be a voice actor one day, though. Maybe. I don't know.
I really wanted to tell you, but if Groose found out I told you...
It sounds like Groose forced him to keep quiet about it. Go on. Tell him the truth.
Just a little while ago, when I was cleaning the dining hall, Groose and his buddies came in. They didn't notice I was there and started talking about their plan to hide your loft wing. I wanted to warn you, Link, but just as I tried to sneak away, Groose and his gang grabbed me. They said that if I told you, they'd make sure I would never be able to ride a bird ever again.
It sounds like Groose and his buddies had a plan to capture your bird and hide him near a waterfall. Well, near a waterfall would mean... Quick, let's take a look at your map. That's it. Right there, I think it means the waterfall marked here with X.
Oh, perfect. Forgive me, Link. I can't help being such a coward. I'm really sorry.
It's alright. You suck. One more thing, Link. If you're going out to the waterfall, remember that there are some dangerous things there. Creepy, crawly things. You'll need to carry a sword. Oh, that's right. There. I think I saw the Knight Commander going into the sparring hall a while ago. You should go ask him if he can borrow one. Okie dokie.
Oh, Mr. Guy, I would like to borrow a sword.
Got popular again because of the remake. Oh, I can imagine. Like, people just, like, start going nutty over, like, it's like anything else, like, when a video game's, like, gonna be hyped, and you got, like, all the things surrounding it, because, like, kind of like, with this guy over here, like, I haven't actually busted this thing out in a minute. It was like, yeah, Zelda, need it, Zelda, yeah. Hey, Link! So you still want to get in some sword practice, even though today is the wing ceremony? I'm impressed! The sword is in the back room. Go on back in there and get it. I'll be here for a while, so if there's anything you don't understand about handling a sword, go ahead and ask. Yes, why do they have to make it these stupid controls and not just hit A? Da-da-da-da! Alright, gotta practice sword. Huzzah! What? Alright, so look at that. We have a sword, and we have small wallets. A basic sword used by knights in training. The blade still has a sharp edge. Great. Okay, let's go out. Let's see here. We need to do some more practice over here. So we do this. And we do this. Oh, no, hold on. We do that. Ha! Can't do that yet because we need a shield. We do that. And then do that. Do that. That. I hate you. Can you just... That seems so stupid. That's right, Link! You really are a strong swordsman. Easy to teach, too. You make this instructor proud. Are you ready to try a spin attack? Okay! Let's go in the middle over here. Great! Now I'm going to surround you with logs. Use a spin attack to cut them all without moving from that spot. Boom! Good one! That sure looked like it felt good. So, why don't you try a fatal blow to close out our session? Sure. Alright, when your enemy is down, target with ZL and throw yourself at it to land a fatal blow. Do a side slash on that log when it's down. Try finishing it off with this technique. Blah. Okay, blah, and then blah, and then blah. Oh, up and down. Boom. Alright, there we are. And that's what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you put all your weight on a sword and you stab somebody like that. They split in two. So don't ever try to do that unless if you're not really, strong. If you don't have a strong stomach. That's the way. A fatal blow is also an effective move to use right after you've used your shield, or a well-placed spin attack to knock an enemy on its back. Oh, but monsters don't stay down for long, so you'll have to land that fatal blow quick before they get up. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna steal your shout now. Goodbye. Hey, Link. You can't take swords outside of the sparring hall. What do you think you're doing, sneaking out with that? Well, you see, what? Your loft wing is missing. You want to go look for it? Well, I guess I could make an exception just this once. But remember that Skyloft is a peaceful place. Only knights carry swords. So I don't want to see you swinging it around like crazy out there. I don't want to get in a ton of trouble over this. So here's the deal. Make sure you get plenty of practice off of these logs first. And once you get outside with that sword, only use it for when you absolutely have to. Got it? You got it. I'm gonna write an IOU for the whole log thing, and I'm gonna come right back, and I'm gonna practice dozens of hours. You see? Okay, bye. Bye-bye. Bye. And he said, pull out your sword first thing you see, right? Woo! We're just gonna, like, run around, sword pointed up like that. Woo! I feel powerful. We're gonna point our sword that way. We're gonna point it that way. And you're just gonna start swinging at stuff. This is great. I love it. I'm so glad that he told me to just start swinging at stuff. Okay, let's see. We're just gonna, like, kill these beautiful flowers because they just, they looked too beautiful to me, to be honest with you. They needed trimming. Also, Link is canonically a gardener. I just made that up on the spot. Boom! What a beautiful waterfall. I like it. This place really is really nice. I do like the whole entire aesthetic here. Alright, there we go. We gotta go here. It's like because you gotta push down on the L bumper, and you gotta make sure you press that first. And I'm used to being able to pan the camera right behind me all the time. Like, you'll often see me just, like, take the stupid sword out first while I'm trying to get the camera in a better location. So I'm probably just gonna, like, say, screw that. I'll just have the sword out, run like an idiot, like, with the sword out like that. Oh my god, we have a giant bird who's in trouble. We knew us go in there. Oh, my bird friend, I will get you. They do have a really cool move, though. I started okaying WoW, AJ. Tell me to stop. Help. Okay, stop it! Don't do it! What's wrong with you? Why would you be doing that? And what also? What do you mean? Oh, you started playing. Oh. What did you start playing? Hold on, wait. Let's be a little bit more specific here. Why am I telling you to stop? What did you start playing? Also, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for stopping by. Come here, you little evil bastard. Da, 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 da. Green rupee. Yes, I know. It's one rupee. Da, da, da. How about me? Oh, sweet. We got a monster claw. Oh, you're playing WoW? Oh, started playing WoW. Okay. You leave my Amazon Prime out of this. Speaking of which, though, I appreciate the segue because with Amazon Prime, if you guys actually aren't aware, if you do have Amazon Prime, that is one good way to support the stream. If you guys do like the stream and want to consider supporting the stream, you know, why don't you consider subscribing with your Amazon Prime? It doesn't cost you anything, and you'll be helping this streamer buy more video games. I mean, no, that's actually probably gonna be about right. It's more video games that, you know, that you guys can watch. You find the little things that can help you and your stream. With Amazon Prime, you can sub for free to your favorite Twitch streamers, such as AJ from A4GZ. And this is why Poe Pigeon is my dude. He is also head of HR and head of marketing, and I'm so glad that I hired him for that. You got a heart. This item's life-giving energy restores 1 heart of life. Yes, and it did. Well, I only had half a heart that needed. What do you do? Oh, hold on. So it's something that's really funny, and not funny, but really funny. You see, like, the little little bug ghost. I felt so bad. Like, I just, like, started killing, like, all these bugs. I was like, what does this do? What does that do? Like, I killed them, and I just, like, see, like, these, like, you know, souls just go to the heavens. I was like, I am a monster. Speaking of monsters, how about he? Go away. Little bubblicious blobs from hell. Oh my goodness. And check outside his website, All for Gamers, and buy as much candy as you want. I agree. You absolutely should buy as much candy as you want. We do have a lot of options to choose from. People generally love our candies because they're delicious. We have little Zelda shield mints. They actually have the Hylian shield with mints in them. We also do have Zelda, well, actually Link orange slices. So it's actually a sour orange, which is really good. I like it. And then we have want to become famous by followers Prime. Go away. Fun question. How do you feel about the amiibo controversy for that game? That is a very good question. They say, eat my ass. Oh, man. Should I still have your address, the wife home? Uh-oh. Hey, thank you very much for the biz, brother. I appreciate it, dude. Pride. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, you knocked down Green Joker for a couple pegs there, too. If you actually decide to that you want to donate some more bits or anything else, you might actually be the stream boss. I don't know. It's going to take some doing to be the stream boss, but I have faith. Got a red rupee, so that's worth 20 rupees. Don't spend it all in one place. Okay, so the amiibo controversy. I personally think it's a nothing burger, in my opinion. I really don't care that they, for all intents and purposes, hid a quality of life feature behind an amiibo. I don't know. I just don't think it's really that big of a deal, in my honest opinion. Am I gonna get the amiibo? Maybe down the line? I don't know. But it's not a necessity to actually play the game, and I don't think it's that big of a quality of life improvement where I have to buy it, where I have to have it, you know? I have to have it because I'm a Zelda, like, you know, nutcase, but other than that, I don't think it's, like, you know, necessarily a necessity. Gay flags, yes. Okay, come here, you bug-eyed son of a bitch. Oh, nice. 2 more bits. Slowly chipping away at the stream boss. We have Green Joker, who has 133 HP left. Alright, guys, so just remember, so if you want to become the stream boss, you gotta make sure that you beat out the previous stream boss, who is currently Green Joker. So we have Top Chef Goldblum, who is trying to fight his way to the top here to become stream boss, but anybody can become stream boss. You either would like to donate bits, or you can become, subscribe to the channel, or you could have, what in the absolute hell is that? Tobias Slurp. So you can donate bits, you can donate, cash if you feel so inclined to do so. I will never force anybody to do anything they don't ever want. But if you do want to support the stream, again, bits go a long way. Cash donations go a long way as well. And subscriptions, go a long way. So those are 3 ways that you can use to become the stream boss. Link! Hello. Hey, Link. I was hoping I'd find you here. I heard you'd gone searching for your bird around the waterfall, so I thought I'd fly around and help look. How's your search going? Any sign of your loftwing? Oh, no. Well, let's not lose hope yet. There's a place up a... Hey! What? Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. And Aurora, welcome to the subscription life. I appreciate that. And Aurora, you are now the stream boss. Thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate that, brother. All right, I'm going to dip for now. We are still on for this weekend, yeah? Dude, absolutely. So if you're able to help out, we're going to be there for Saturday and Sunday. Guys, speaking of which, absolutely stick around for the, follow the Instagram. I can't speak English. I'm so excited for this game. Follow the Instagram because we're going to be doing LI Tropicon again this week for Saturday and Sunday. We're going to be at the Sunrise Mall in Massapequa both days, Saturday and Sunday. After playing the game years ago, I think the quick fly is a bit more important than people think, but it was not the most needed. I just think the little back and forth time saves add up over time. Oh, without a doubt. Absolutely. It's always the little things that just it's the little things that keep on just adding up and adding up and adding up. You heard there's an event going on tonight too? Where is there an event going on? I was about to say. Did you hear that it was happening here? Because I got news for you. It's absolutely here. We have the coolest people in town, on the island, in the state, in the country, who are being represented. Guys, let's get it. And I think we need to hear a little music. Oh, you suck. I just saw what you did there. Okay. Alright. Guys, besides that, I wanted to play you guys a free song. We're going to have a very special guest come back in here. Thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate that. Almost forgot that he was a character. Okay, guys, without further ado, there's a celeb in the house. Not yet. We will be bringing out Seamus in a second here. So, my good friend, Seamus, he wants to play some Zelda too. Let's give it for him. What's going on, everybody? Thank you very much for stopping by. I appreciate everyone stopping by here. It's a delight to be playing The Legend of Zelda with you all today. AJ told me that he got bored for a little bit, and he said that everyone wanted to tell him to fuck them, for him to go fuck himself, because they wanted to see the star of the whole entire stream. We already know it. It is me, your sexy Irish person. I was going to say that it was a leprechaun, but unfortunately, I'm a little too tall for a leprechaun, so I kind of got booted out of the leprechaun hood, as it were. Unfortunately, I couldn't stay. They said I was too tall. But I'm here because you guys love me. How are you all doing? I love your faces. Thank you very much for stopping by to watch me play The Legend of Zelda. Now, unfortunately, where AJ is actually kind of good as a voice actor, all the characters are going to sound like yours truly, because how can you hide an accent like this? It's a fantastic accent, and I love it. And if you don't love it, you can go fuck yourself. Shorty-chan, exactly. What the hell does that mean? I don't know. Oh, Shorty-con. Okay. That'd be like a tall con, because actual leprechauns are short. They're about 4'9" to about 5 foot even. Unfortunately, I'm about 5'9", so that unfortunately, I was kind of bored like that. Don't ask me how. It's absolutely disgusting. It's not an image that you want in your head. Trust me. You have to have a couple of points to get over it. All right, let's get to the story, ladies and gentlemen. Lads and lasses, people of all ages. All right, so we're going to be talking to Zelda now. Well, let's not hope that, let's not lose hope yet. There's a place up ahead that Groose and his gang are always hanging around there. Maybe we'll find something there. I heard that Groose is a real piece of shite there, too. I want to pop him right in his gob. Huh? Zelda, you're losing that girl. What the hell's going on? Who is that? Who's calling for me? Zelda has been tripping balls on LSD, ladies and gentlemen. That's proof in the pudding that if you're going to be flying a giant bird, don't be doing LSD. You want to make sure that your ass is parked at home in the safety of a lot of people. I mean, don't be doing drugs at all. Don't be doing LSD. Don't be doing anything that's mind-altering drugs or anything else. Anyway, oh, sorry, Link. I got distracted for a moment. Let's go. Indeed. All right, so we're off to find our long-lost pal over here. We're going to be finding the loft wing, the red loft wing. All right. Here we come across something. Look, there he is. There's my beautiful bird. You son of a bitch. How are ya? All right, so who wants to come up with a nickname for our bird here? We got to come up with an awesome nickname. Like an actual awesome nickname, like Fury or Fire. So let's hear some nicknames from you guys. What do you got for nicknames? Let's hear it. We'll take some really good nicknames. As we're doing that, I'm going to continue my beautiful voice acting. No doubt about it, that's your loft wing there, Link. Well, I agree. I think that's actually my loft wing, only because you told me. Up until now, I've never seen it before in my life. And we just keep on chipping away. That thing looks fucking possessed, I'm not going to lie. It's evil, the thing's fucking evil. It just like walks out like a fucking velociraptor. I don't think the velociraptors could have done that, at least not in Jurassic Park from what I saw. I'm also a paleontologist. From all of the Jurassic Park movies that I've seen. Which I think all the 90s kids thought that they were paleontologists too. It's like, oh my god, I found this dog turd. I found it in the ground, it belongs in a museum. That's a thing of beauty, that is. We should hurry, Link. Now that your loft wing is free, you should fly to the ceremony. I think you're right. But before you go, I have to ask you something. I heard this voice a few moments ago. Did you hear it too? Zelda, I'm telling you, you're tripping balls, lady. You have to stop smoking the hashish. It's been happening a lot lately. It's the strangest feeling, almost like someone is calling out to me. Yeah, they're trying to say, lady, you're daft. You have to go see a frickin' psychiatrist. Have you ever wondered what's beneath the clouds? Some say that it's empty, barren place, or even that there's nothing down there at all below. But I just have the feeling that they're wrong. Some of Father's old texts talk about a place called the surface. The old tales describe a whole world under there, far and vast in the skyloft. The thing is, no one's ever been down there to see it, and our loft wings won't fly through the cloud barrier. but I can't help imagining the world things that might be waiting below. Someday, I want to see for myself. As soon as I stop tripping balls, I'm gonna go straight down there, and I'm gonna give it what for. Oh, sorry, Link. We don't have this time to talk. Let's get going. Look, your bird's waiting for you. I decided to give it some crack, that's why it's constantly going back and forth. Just leap off the edge and press down. Don't worry about falling. Your bird will catch you for this time for sure. Okay. I don't think that I've ever trusted anything that much before in my life. Where I'm going to be saying I'm going to be plummeting from tens of thousands of feet from in the air, where it's going to have to fucking catch me. And I decided to do it anyway. You daft bastard. Alright, everyone close your eyes. He's going to be a freaking Link pancake. I'm going to call the bastard as soon as I can. Okay, we got nothing. We have no name suggestions for the Loftwing. Okay, so in that case, I'm going to stick with the one that I chose, and we're going to call him Fury. Why? Because he is as red as Fury. I don't know what Fury's color is, but we're going to say it's red. Link, let's run your bird through the basics just to make sure he's not hurt. Okay, well he's not a little pansy, so I don't think he's hurt. You can fly your bird in any direction. When it's headed upward, it'll slowly lose speed. When you want to speed up, direct your bird upwards to gain altitude, then drop real fast. So again, gain some altitude, then dive to speed up. Those are the basics of getting your bird up to speed. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. So how's he handling? Do you think he's handling right? A to ascend, L to steer. I gotcha. Just let me freaking do the controls for crying out loud. Whee! I like this whole flying portion. That's absolutely grand. Can we just play this game just like this? I love it. While riding your Loftwing, you can press the right at any time to go over the basic controls again. You can also charge, which is an attack that gives you the burst of speed, as well as slow down when you need to. Try all these moves and see how they feel. You're lucky. We're gonna hit B to slow down, and then we hit X to charge. Whee! We hit B to slow down, and then X to charge. Alright, we did it. I'm so proud of us. It took a lot of doing, but we done did it. Alright. Can we get going now? Can we get to the thing? I have something that I need to win here, lady. Woo! That's a huge relief. I don't know about you, Link, but your Loftwing looks like he's flying great. My father and the others are probably worried about your bird, so let's go give them the good news. Okie dokie, lady. I have to fix me beard for this. We're going to go meet royalty after all. Your Loftwing really is amazing, especially considering everything the poor guy has been through this morning. I'm going to fly back and tell father what happened. Okie dokie. Sounds like a plan. Now I'm going to go beat the crap out of this bug-eyed bastard. You son of a bitch, you took me bird. You thought you actually get away with it, but we found him. We're gonna pop you right in the face. Well, if it isn't Link. Word around the plaza is you found that dumb bird of yours. Well, that's just great, because you and your dumb bird can't tell time. All the pre-race warm-ups me and the guys did were for nothing. Now I'm all stiff. We've been waiting forever for the race to start, and then the delay for you? I don't get it. The big flake gets special treatment. You're almost a man, and yet you still can't seem to go anywhere without Zelda. I bet you can't even decide what to have for lunch on your own, Absolutely not, that's incorrect. I have peanut butter and jelly with a glass of chocolate milk. I'd say regular milk, but chocolate milk is the superior milk. Don't ask me, you know I'm right. And don't think we haven't noticed the smug looks. Oh, Zelda and I are the best friends. We go everywhere together. Blech. You think you're pretty suave, don't you? Well, don't you? I don't even know what suave means, to be honest with you. I know, is that a kind of detergent that you put on yourself? Oh, no, never mind. It's something, I don't know. Gus has been going on forever about what he's going to be. Gus has been going on forever about how he's going to be the one to be with Zelda. He's really got his pompadour and a ruffle about her. That's a great explanation of a laugh right there. I hate to break it to you, but today's the day I bust up the adorable little fantasy land that you're living in. Zelda's playing the role of the goddess at today's ceremony, and I'm going to be the one to claim that sailcloth. When I heard she made it herself, man, there was no way I was going to let some scrawny clown snatch that prize from me. I said it's all in one sentence. I'm proud of myself on that one. Oh yes, that sailcloth, Zelda's sailcloth, will be mine. Oh man, I bet she was thinking about me when she was stitching it. Yep, I can see it now. First I win the big race, and then Zelda and I finish the ceremony together on the statue. Just the two of us. It'll be our special moment alone. Nobody is stopping me and Zelda from having our moment. It's so real I can see it now. That's a great laugh. Oh, that's fantastic. Gross, pissed. Gross, behind you, right behind you. What? Can't you two see I'm in the middle of... No. Ah! Care to explain just what you're meant by our special moment alone? Nothing big really, just... Link! Yeah, I was just telling my buddy here how glad I was he found that red bird of his. Boy, oh boy, was I worried. Anyhow, Lady Zelda, look for me during the race. I'll be the one pulling off all the dangerous moves. And I hope you fall off your bird too, you son of a bitch. Hey, Groose, wait up! I don't like that man, but he's got a really good pompadour, I'm not going to lie. If I tried to actually get the pompadour going myself, I don't think it'll actually work. Probably look very weird, not going to lie. Did you hear that guy? A fair race. The chances of that happening are just about less than 0. Either way, don't let those fools get you down, Link. Just get out there and fly the best you can. And that's what you have to do in life. Make sure that you keep on doing the best that you can. And if you ever fail, you go to the bar and you suck down a couple of pints. It always helps me out. Make sure that you're old enough to do it. I know you've got these guys beat, and deep down I think so. I think you do too. Hell yeah! If there was a button that said fuck yeah, I'd be putting fuck yeah. But there's not a button that says that, so I can't do it. That's the spirit, Link. Trust me, you can win this. Hey. The wing ceremony will now begin. Participating students, please assemble. Assemble! Looks like it's a race time. Good luck, Link. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. We're going to be getting this daft bird up and going, and we're going to make sure that we're going to be, numero uno. Only because this part is actually fairly easy. I did it before, and you just have to keep on going up and down like a fucking idiot. Not gonna lie, it was kind of tedious, but you're done in a couple of minutes. Your attention, please. At last we are ready to begin the wing ceremony. I was beginning to worry that we'd have to proceed without Link, but luckily that is no longer a concern. I'm glad you could all make it. Before we start, I'll explain the rules of today's competition. I have attached a small statuette to this bird. That's me naked bum, just in case. So this way, when you open it up, I can tell you to kiss me arse. Who I will then release to the skies. On my signal, dash from the starting line and dive off the ledge. Once you are in the air, mount your loft wing. Remember to call your bird promptly with the down button once you dive off the edge. Whoever catches the bird and claims the statuette will be this year's champion. Those are the rules. Simple enough. I should think... But do you need to hear them again? I don't think so. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is time for me because we have some important flying to do. I'm going to be relinquishing my reins back over to AJ because we need a professional at the helm. Unfortunately, I have to go, so that's why we're going to get AJ back in here because we need some idiot over here. No, don't worry, I'm not talking about you, you fucking idiot. Alright, guys, I love you. I hope that everybody, enjoys the rest of their night. And remember, Seamus loves you. I'll see you all later. I can't even speak, I need my pint. Where the hell did I put my beer? Jameis, everybody! Thank you, thank you! So, a crowd favorite has not been called upon for a while, so I appreciate Top Chef Goldblum bringing him out. Don't go too far, McParty Pants. Oh boy, somebody has a lot of points saved up, don't they? And they just really want to use it. Alright, let's get through this race first, and then you can do as you wish, my man. Those are the rules, simple enough, I should think, but do you need to hear them again? Hell no, let's get going. I'm ready to win! Win, 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 win! Yes! Excellent! As you well know, today's champion will graduate to the next class, bringing him one step closer to knighthood. He will also receive a gift from the young woman chosen to play the role of the goddess in this year's ritual. Today is a special day for many reasons, but it is also the 25th anniversary of our fine institution. To celebrate the occasion, today's champion shall also receive his gift high atop the statue of the goddess. I hear the young woman performing the role of the goddess this year has crafted the gift herself. And, as you all well know, the role of the goddess this year will be performed by, drumroll please, the lovely Zelda. Let's see your finest flying out there. Show me just how hard you've been practicing. Also, I want to see good, clean flying. Anyone caught interfering with other riders will answer to me. That goes double for you, Groose. Hey. All right, gentlemen, line up. At my command, the competition will begin. All right. Go! Ah! Boom! Oh, God. That was a heroic dive right there, if I saw anything. I didn't do that before. I jumped off clearly. Watch this step. You can't just always depend on knights like me to swoop in and save you. I was depending on my fucking Loft Wing to save me. Oh my God, that was great. Okay, so we jump off. Whee! Oh, sure. So I can do it that way and my freaking bird comes, but when I look like an idiot doing it, then it doesn't. Great. Okay, so now we have to play catch up here. So we're going to climb up high. And we want to zoom as fast as we possibly can. Oh, it's actually probably going to be the best way possible here. Whoa, almost. Okay. So this part's actually fairly fun. It's, bye-bye. It's not that bad. It's, just kind of repetitive. Damn it, that was close. Ah! We were so close. We got it. We got it. Oh! Move, you butthole. Ah, crap. Overshot. Ha! So you gotta go up, and you gotta go up. Like this part, like, again, like this part, like, you know, try to keep this entertaining and everything. It's just kind of like, you know, the same thing over and over again. So, I'm just trying to think of, it's kind of reminds me of the Epona race. There we are. Don't you know this is the day that I get all the glory? Get up here, no one likes you. Yeah, you heard him. Let's see how well you fly with egg on your face. Huh, by George, I say. That's just not kosher. How in the absolute hell did these eggs just freaking follow me? What do they got, like heat sinkers on them? This is ridiculous. I call shenanigans. They're throwing it. Oh, you son of a bitch. Move it, you big oaf. I got it. I got it. I got it. Ha! Told you I got it. Oh wow, actually, I did this a lot quicker than I did the first playthrough. Ha ha ha! Yeah! Guys, we got the bird statuette! Yes, it proves our victory today. Wait till Zelda sees this. Beautiful, beautiful. I appreciate that. Yes, it looks nice. Link! Yes. Oh my god, she's trying to bite my face! Don't worry, I'm fine. Great flying, Link. Congratulations! Now we'd better get on with the ceremony. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know what I mean? Get your minds out of the gutter, okay? It's not like that. I love like, Zelda music in general is just so amazing. Like, this is no exception. Like, you know you're playing a Zelda game. Oh, then also, it's been around for 10 years and, like, kind of beaten into every Zelda fan's brain. Link, hand me that bird statuette you grabbed in that race. I must offer it to the goddess. You just place it there like a AAA battery, and boom! There we are. That's your prayer right there. It's like a battery. Are those supposed to be birds on either end? Like little bird faces? Like, caw! Yeah, I think that's actually what it's supposed to be. Do, 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 do. Nope, wrong song. Great goddess, guardian light and protector of our people, grant us your blessing and mercy as I act in your stead during this ceremony. Valiant youth who grasped victory at the celebration of the bird folk, in accordance with the old ways, I now bestow the blessings of the goddess upon you. The blessings of the goddess drift down from the heavens aloft the sail, which I now pass on to you. You got the sailcloth! Yay! Now you can jump from any height without fear of painful landing. Which means Splatsville, if anybody didn't really get that. Smells nice, too. But that's because many girls smell nice. Not all girls. Some girls don't smell nice. Just like some guys don't smell nice, let's be honest. Link, quit goofing. This is supposed to be a sacred ritual, remember? You know, they say the goddess gave the sailcloth to her chosen hero long ago. So, of course, the one you're holding isn't the same one. I've been working hard to finish making this sailcloth in time to give it to today's champion. I'm really glad I got to give it to you, Link. Make sure you take good care of it, okay? Aye. Thanks for making it up here to do this with me today like you promised, Link. Yes. Now we really should finish up this ritual. You do know what happens at the end, right? Sort of. Nope. Uh-oh. I'm gonna say that he would be like, sort of? I'm glad you're so well informed on the subject. Oh. You have to jump off the statue! Look down. See that big round design on the courtyard below? To finish the ceremony, you need to drop down right into the center of it. Leap off the edge here. Right before you hit the ground, press ZR to open up your sailcloth. Just how brave are you? If you were really fearless, you'd wait until the last second to use your sailcloth. So, ready to jump? You're not gonna shove me again, are you? Oh, yes, she is. Oh no! Alright, so we gotta make sure we land right in the middle. Boom! Ha! Nailed it without becoming pizza. Oh, sure, she takes her freaking, little bird down. That was perfect! You're amazing, Link! I do. You know, Link, seeing as how you won today, and with the weather being so nice, you think maybe you'd like to, you know, go fly around the clouds together? Ah, young love. And of course, Link is ahead. Not even paying attention, you bozo. Link! Hey, Link! Stop being a butthead and actually pay attention to me. Thank you, okay? Today was amazing. Watching you win the race and performing the ritual together. I'll always remember this. It really was wonderful. I just wanted to let you know. I farted. It might not smell because we're really high up in the air, but I just needed to let you know. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. I knew it. See, I told you. Oh my goodness. What is that? The giant tornado of doom. Oh no. What's going on? Link! Oh. Yeah, my dude just got pwned, unfortunately. Link? Yes. Hello, mysterious woman. Must have really got hit really, really hard. There's this blue lady who's flying. I am waiting for you. The time has come for you to awaken. You are vital to a mission of great importance. Link. Oh my god, it's Zelda again. Hello. Nope. Oh. And we're falling. And there's that mysterious thing with 1,000 teeth again. Yeah, my dude looks like he did not get a wink of sleep. Ah, you're awake. Oh. When your loft wing carried you back, you were limp and unconscious. I feared the worst. Fortunately, you don't appear to have any serious injuries. For that much, we can be grateful. But Link, where's Zelda? She was with you, was she not? What's happened to my daughter? But you see, we were we were in the sky, and then all of a sudden, we were talking. She said she was gonna remember, stuff forever, and then this just like thing just like happened, and it's just like boosh, and it's just like bah, and I was just like, oh my god, Zelda, and just like bah, I was like ah, and then it was like boosh, and it was like ah. Yeah, I would have that kind of like look too, like just shut up, just stop. Everybody died at the end. There you go. Da, 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 da. Yay! Thank you very much for stopping by. A black tornado, you say? That was no ordinary storm. Yes, make sure you have the shoes on that you have on. What's wrong with you? You must not push yourself. You're still recovering. Tell me. When you saw Zelda today, did anything about her seem off? Well, she was carrying around about how she farted in the sky. I was saying that was really weird, but she was like, nah, don't worry, it's not gonna smell up here, and we were really high up. I was like, Zelda, that's really weird to be talking about. I see. She was talking about the surface then. And you've been having dreams about a great mission? How interesting. Ooh. I'm sorry. I was lost in thought there for a moment. It's all very strange, but I doubt there's much of a connection between these things. I'm concerned for Zelda, but so long as she's with her Loftwing, I'm sure she'll be fine. Either way, daybreak has yet to arrive. It'd be very difficult to spot one girl and her bird in the dark of night. It would also be very dangerous. So you keep your ass here, and I'm gonna go to bed now. Okay, bye. Rest now, Link. Zelda's going to be fine. She's out there alive. I know it. You got it, Mr. Unibrow Man. Yeah, I don't think that would actually sit well with me either. I'd probably just, like, head right up. So what? Can I open this up again and get more cash? Holy crap, that works! I don't think that would work. That's hilarious. Okay, let's go out the door. We heard a mysterious voice calling something and saying gibberish. It's the Blue Lady. So, here is a an ultimate question for everybody. Is it Fi or is it Fee? Right? I think it is supposed to be pronounced Fee. But there's always the, I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that there's, like, canonically it's supposed to be pronounced either which way. It's either Fi or Fee. But, damn it. Yar. And we just can't catch up to her. But I always found that that was actually a really funny argument about, between people. Is it Fi, Fee? Who cares? Fee, Fi, Fo, Fum, nobody cares. Okay, so I saw this thing before, right? And people say both so often, right? That's what I'm saying. Oh my goodness, look at that, so scary! See, I didn't kill it on my first playthrough. There you go. Oh, you son of a butthole! What's even the point? When I actually on my first playthrough, well, on my playthrough now, I didn't attack it at all. I just went right past it. So I was like, I don't know. Ooh, treasure. We got a treasure chest. I need stuff and things and stuff. Yes, we got a red rupee. 20 rupees, all mine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love the rupees. Rupees make the world go round. Toss it off the. Yes. Come here, little buddy. You're just Satan. Anybody who doesn't get this did not have a good childhood like I did. Okay, bye. Whee! Oh shit. I thought that was gonna be like a Mario 64 thing, and you're health spawn. What in the heck? Oh shit. Okay, you didn't like that very much. Well, I didn't like you attacking me out of nowhere. If you toss them off, they fly back every time. Say, roofies make the world go round. I would say roofies don't make the world go round. I say roofies make the floor come to your face a lot quicker. Why do they call them roofies? They should call them flories, because that's where you wind up. Alright, let's go. Come on. We got a game to play, people. Let's go. We have an audience waiting for stuff to happen. Oh my god, you're terrible, ugly, and I don't like you. Do you drop anything? No. Screw you. And up we go! Boom! I'm a master swordsman, kind of got used to the controls, no big deal. Whee! Ooh. How about thee? And such. You will rue the day, and other travelers' words. Alright. And we put the sword away. Whee! Alright. And up we go, up we go, up we go. Ba, 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 ba. As for the point of them, it's more of a lore thing. Of a lore. Oh, okay, just for just to make the story go around, these little rat bastards exist kind of deal. I I've never even stole one of those before, literally up until now. Well, previous. People keep them as pets, but night makes them nutty. The reason going out at night is a bad idea is in part monsters, but also because so many pets end up, well, like that. Oh, that's actually really funny. It's like it's adorable during the daytime, then at nighttime you're just like, all right, Fluffy, see you later, get the fuck out. Like, everybody, we need to protect ourselves from Fluffy. She's having a bad day. It's worse than yesterday. So, children, lock up the doors. Remember, make sure you have your swords on you at all times. And, all right, I'll see everybody at 4 o'clock in the morning where we can let Fluffy in and we can actually go to sleep. Remember the animal you found at the start? Yes, I do. Yeah, that was it. That's why I was so confused, because like I looked at it, I was like, that's the king's pet. Why is it attacking me? I don't get it. I don't understand. Oh my god. Yes. See, the goddess. Because, yeah. Anyway. Oh, there you are. Creepy looking. Got like the face of Jello. The one chosen by my creator. I've been waiting for you. You will play a role in a great destiny. According to your social customs, I should provide you with my personal designation. Fee is the name I was given. I was created for a single purpose, long before the recorded memory of your people. I must aid you in fulfilling the great destiny that is your burden to carry. Come, Link. You must take up this sword as the chosen one by my creator. It is your destiny. No. Sorry, Blue Lady. I, choose not to. I don't choose you. The strange dreams troubling your sleep. My sudden appearance. Uncertainty surrounding the fate of the one you hold dear. Under the circumstances, it is only logical that you would exhibit some apprehension. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. To minimize your uncertainty, allow me to share some information. My projections indicate that this information has a high probability of altering your current emotional state. The one you seek, Honorable Zelda, is still alive. Shock and awe. Well, alright, that got him happy. And the Spirit Maiden, the one you call Zelda, is another chosen one fated to be part of the same great mission. Oh, because night makes them go nuts. That's still interesting. I really like that. I need to dig more into that lore. Therefore, should you wish to meet with your friend, I highly recommend you take up the sword before you set out to search for her. You got it. This practice sword sucks balls anyways. Does that information invigorate you? Are you ready to accept the sword? Yes. Give me the sword. Now. Gimme, gimme, gimme. It seems that further persuasive measures will not be required. In the name of the Creator, draw the sword and raise it skyward. Get it? Skyward sword? Because skyward. Ha! Ha! Alright. In a ready stance. And now... yank it! Pwah! Oh! And now the sword is imbued with magical abilities. You got the goddess sword. The mysterious sword is bathed in divine light. I love it. This is the origin of everything. This is so exciting. That's right. I'm nerding out. This is great. I love it. Recognition complete, Master. Link, my master. Skyward Strikes killed my arm hard back in the day. I can imagine that, dude. Like when you're just like, just like chopping it, and you don't have any like anything to like, no guide, well not guide, like any kind of resistance or anything. You're like literally just like swiping. That's yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't understand. Man, whatever. That's just beating a dead horse. I've had my suspicions, but until now I wasn't sure. Yet here we are in the Chamber of the Sword, the very place where it was foretold the youth of legend would one day appear. And he's like, I didn't do it. It is said that this place was left to our people by the goddess herself. The very knowledge of this room's existence is a secret passed down to a select few each generation. along with a handful of words. Just do it. When the light of the goddess's sword shines bright, the great apocalypse will wake from its long slumber. Do not fear, for it is then that a youth, guided by my hand, shall reveal himself in a place most sacred. It started days ago. The sword that I've kept secret all these years, it began to give off a faint, otherworldly light. At first I was sure I was seeing things here, alone with the sword, but there was simply no other explanation. I never dreamed the prophecy of legend would come to pass in my lifetime. And then you started tripping balls and sweating and everything else. I just don't know. The words I have sworn to keep secret are coming true before my very eyes. The youth will be guided by one born of the blade, one who is also youthful in likeness, yet wise with knowledge immeasurable. Ah yes, the oral tradition, one of the least reliable methods of information retention and transmission. It appears that critical sections of the passage have been lost over the generations. Huh?
Allow me to tell you what it really is.
Foolish humans.
The youth who draws forth the guiding sword shall be known as the goddess's chosen hero, and it is he who possesses an unbreakable spirit. He shall be burdened with the task of abolishing the shadow of apocalypse from the land. Such is his destiny. With the spirit of the blade at his side, he shall soar over the clouds and plummet below. And united with the spirit maiden, shall bring forth a piercing light that resurrects the land.
Zelda Knight?
Some of Father's old texts talk about a place called the Surface. The old tales describe a whole world below, far more vast than Skyloft.
His mouth is like, oh.
Master, you must embark on a great journey beneath the clouds to the vast realm of the Surface. It is only through this journey that you can fulfill the mission set before you by my creator, the goddess. It is also the only method available for you to reunite with the Spirit Maiden, Honorable Zelda.
Unbreakable spirit, so don't let Link fight a Grimmsnarl then. Yeah, don't let him do it! Damn it! This is no easy task, Link. The world below is a forsaken place, and to reach it you must pierce the cloud barrier below. In living memory, no one has ever done this. Emma! What's going on? Thank you very much for stopping by. Long time no see. How's everything been? How are you doing? What's going on? Oh, man. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, getting old sucks. Don't do it, people. When you move, your body lets you remember that you're old.
This tablet will illuminate a path through the clouds to the land below. Take it and place it within the altar behind me.
Okie doke.
You got the emerald tablet. The weathered surface of this heavy stone tablet feels very old. I wonder why. Grimmsnarl gets the spirit break, so that was more of a simple Pokemon joke. Oh, okay, I got it. I'm still not so very well versed in Pokemon. I don't remember them. Ah, no! Don't hate me, people. Don't hate me. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. I'm good. Just been chilling. I have 2 job interviews tomorrow. Really? Hey! Congratulations. That's awesome. I'm proud of you. Way to go. That is awesome. I bet you're going to kill both of them, and you're going to have 2 people that are going to be biting up, biting at the chomping at the bit. I can't speak. You're going to have a lot of people saying that they're going to be bidding for your services, and you're going to be doing awesomely well. I have all the faith in the world. That is amazing. That is awesome.
Master, the first thing you must do is hit the crest sitting in this room with a skyward strike. These blasts are formed of pure energy that charges within your blade when you lift it skyward. Once you have charged your blade, face the crest and swing your sword to send out a powerful powerful skyward strike. I can't talk.
Gimsnarl is Gen 8, so that would be one you would see in Sword and Shield. Ow. I'm going to keep an eye on that one then. Alright, so we do that. We raise it skyward. And whoosh! Ta-da! Alright. It's now glowing! What else do I do? Alright, so I just gotta put that slab right there then. Bop. Oh, it's a map. I didn't realize that before. Oh, good lord, sorry. See, this is the point where I would absolutely go for more coffee, but it's 10:30 by May, so more coffee is not a good idea. If I can get enough people to actually watch, I probably would marathon this within 24 hours. Master Link, it is done. Until now, a cloud barrier created by the goddess has separated the world you know from the one below. The tablet you placed in the altar has opened a small rift in the barrier. You can use it to travel through the clouds to the realm below. I have recognized you as my master, and so it is my duty to follow you wherever you may go. Even to the bathroom, you're disgusting. I reside within your sword and will accompany you in your travels. Press down to summon me whenever you require my assistance. Goodbye! Okay. It's, Courage the Cowardly Dog. I got you. I got that one. One is for a credit union, and I have to prepare a little pitch for one of their credit cards for my interview. Okay. For a credit union. So are you going to be like selling, like you're going to be selling credit cards, or a credit union more like you're going to be like a bank teller? Because I have Teachers Federal Credit Union in Long Island. That's my bank that I go to. But banks are good. You know, financial institutions are pretty good to work for. That wouldn't be so bad. What's the second interview then? Return the slab or suffer my curse. Right? That's Courage the Cowardly Dog, right? Return the slab. Is that freaking like real crazy looking guy with the hair and the face and the eyes and the whatnot? Link, listen for a moment. The nature of the great apocalypse mentioned in the old text is a complete mystery to me. But whatever it turns out to be, it seems that both you and Zelda have big roles to play in the destiny of this land. Just think if what this fee says is true. Zelda is alive! Alive, and no doubt coming to terms with whatever it is that Goddess has in store for her. Should you need to call of destiny, I don't know what dangers you may have to face, Link, especially down there. Oh, should you heed the call of destiny? Ha! But if you decide to brave the unknown, please find my daughter and bring her back to me. What we've seen here today defies explanation, but it is only the start of your journey. Please see it through and prove the legend's true. No way! Okay. Yes, the mummy from Courage. Yes! More like a bank teller. More like a bank teller. That's awesome. I bet you're gonna crush it. You're gonna absolutely do phenomenal. You do your people proud, Link. Thank you for almost crushing my hands, big giant mono-stashed man. Dawn is drawing near. It has been a long night for the both of us, hasn't it? Yes, I nearly died. I also became the hero of, you know, the honorable goddesses. You have a great journey before you, Link, and those clothes, they don't look up to the task. And what's wrong with my farmer's outfit? The uniform you were to receive for winning the race should be ready by now. A sturdy uniform like that will prove much more suitable for a long journey. You'd better change before you go. Hi. It's more like home health care, helping old people with things they can't do anymore, basically. Okay. So that's not bad. I mean, you got to do whatever you're passionate about and whatever, you know, if it does pay well also, you know, more the better. But, you know, always helping people like that. I give a lot of people credit. You know, a lot of people. It takes a certain kind of person to actually be able to help others, even though you're getting paid and it's your job to do that. The people who actually do that, for the most part, that I've noticed, want to do it and they want to help. So, more often than not, in my experience, I've met a lot of lovely people. It's, you know, there's a lot of buttholes there who just, like, you know, in it for the money, or they don't know what else they want to do, so they figure they'll just do that. But you're different. So you will absolutely rock out on whichever one you go for. I know you're going to do amazing. That green uniform is what our knights will be wearing this year. To be honest, I've had my doubts about the color. But oddly enough, seeing you wear this uniform, I can't imagine a more fitting color for you. It's as though you were born to wear it. I do like the color green. Take care on your journey, and be sure to stop by some of the shops at the bazaar here in town to equip yourself properly for the travels ahead. I will return to my quarters and see if I can glean more useful information from the ancient texts. You are always welcome to stop by if you have any questions. You and Zelda shall be in my prayers. May the goddess watch over and guide you both. Yes. Alright, green tunic and goddess sword acquired. And if we go in here, do we get another rupee? Ah, dang it. There's nothing useful in here. Fine. Be it that way. I was kind of hoping I could just constantly get rupees from that, but I guess not. Whatever. Alright. Uh-oh. Link. Yes. I like stuff that's like healthcare, but not like medical, if that makes sense. Actually, I think I follow you on that. Okay. Once outside, they tell you to shop, and a lot of people miss the teacher out front that gives you a free shield. Oh, I haven't met. Yeah, that's actually the first thing that I did. I got the free shield. It's like before I was doing therapy with kids with autism, I really enjoyed that. So I think I'd really like this job too. I think so too. I think you would, especially because, you know, like helping kids with autism, if that brought you, you know, satisfaction and fulfillment, I think that, you know, helping the elderly who can't, you know, help themselves out a lot, that's, I have no doubt that you'll like that. I'm very interested if you go with that job. You got to let me know how it, you know, I'm going to keep on badgering you. I want to know how that goes.
That green uniform looks so adventurous.
You look like a knight now. Well, I look like Link.
The headmaster said you're heading out to look for Zelda. You're really something else. I could never imagine myself doing what you're about to do. I put a lot of work into making this. You should take it with you.
Da 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 da! You got the adventure pouch. You can store all kinds of useful items in this handy piece of gear. Sweet.
It's an adventure pouch. It's for adventures. Which is why I call it an adventure pouch. Don't ask questions. It's neat because you can fit 4 things in it that you'll need on your big journey. You can buy all kinds of stuff at the bazaar that you can put in this pouch. You should go look! You could buy some potions and a shield. They'd fit in the pouch and they might come in handy on an adventure. Link, I just know you'll find Zelda for us.
Yes. Yes, I will. Now move out of my way, puny mortal. What do you got to say for yourself?
Hey, I just saw the news. Out of all of us, how come only you got promoted to senior class? Talk about stupid calls. On top of that, Groose won't come out of his room and Zelda is missing. It's all your fault. Way to go there, buddy. Some senior class guy you are.
Alright, later there, frumpy Steltskin. Good lord. I see so many people walk past that guy. Oh, really? Hey, he's just like them. What's that, buddy?
I heard the news, Link. Zelda's fallen down through the clouds and you're going to look for her. Is that right? The headmaster told me there's land beneath the clouds. Do you know anything about that? That's the famous sword, huh? But it won't do you much good if you don't have a shield to protect yourself with. Yeah, take this with you.
Thank you so much! You got a wooden shield. This will protect your butt from stupid stuff.
The wooden shield is light and maneuverable, but it's the weakest of all the shields. Also, keep in mind that it's particularly vulnerable to fire. If it breaks, you can buy a new one at the bazaar. To equip a shield, hold R, select the shield if you want to use, and let go of R.
you're not used to, if you're not sure how to use a shield, Knight Commander Aegis at the sparring hall will happily teach you. Nope, we're good. I want to go on an adventure tour. Take good care of yourself and the best of luck in your search for Zelda. Thank you. Yes, yes. Oh, look at that. I got it, and then I do that. See, I already know how to use it. Thank you. If both jobs like me, I think I'm going to take the bank job just because it'll be an easy job for me while I'm in school, but if the other job wants to pay me a lot more, then I'll take that one. That's smart. That's very smart. I was in a stream once, brought up the free shield, and the way the streamer reacted was to be blunt, very stupid. Wait, what? Oh, what? He like you tried helping him out, and he was very blunt and like, you know, like arrogant and mean and silly and whatnot, or almost brought up the shield, and the way the streamer reacted was to, huh? Well, if he oh, hello. Master, Master, I have an update regarding the stone tablet and the resulting column of light it created. The column of light has appeared to the south of our location, and signs indicate that it was created at an opening in the cloud barrier to the land below. I must also caution you that descending into the surface armed only with a sword would result in a decreased probability of survival. Ha! You clearly don't see the shield on my back. It's okay, I'll forgive you. If you have not already done so, I advise you to purchase a shield and potions at the bazaar in preparation for your journey. Alright, Blue Lady, I'll do that. Let's go. Come on. Ah, blue, if I was green, I would die. If I was green, I would die. If I was green, I would die. Blue is house with the blue little windows and a blue Corvette. Come on. Blue? Such an amazing song. And that just shows how old I am. Oh my God, your eyes are huge. Okay, I legit passed this guy every single time. I wasn't even paying attention. My God, his eyes creep me the hell out. What's this? What is it that my eyes behold? Oh, young man, what calamitous visions appear before me? You may choose not to believe me, but my eyes foresee a hazardous, thorny road ahead for you. But I can foresee what will befall you, for I am a fortune teller. Trust my piercing eyes. Listen to my pure and innocent voice. I will do you no harm. Gaze deeply into my eyes and come closer. Okay. Gaze into my eyes, stare deeply into my eyes. These eyes see many things. Oh yes, these lovely round eyes can even see into the future. Allow me to tell your fortune, boy. Do you doubt these eyes? I look upon your shirt, boy, and I see a single thread loose on your sleeve stitching. Nothing can hide from these eyes. Normally I seek 10 rupees to tell your fortune, but this time I will charge but 1 rupee. So, do you want me to tell your fortune? Do you dare discover what fate these eyes see? Only 1 rupee. That is a deal and a half. I need to get this. So I said a lot of people miss the free one and that could save money. So he goes, why would you say that? He was like, I wanted to find little secrets. So he says, well, everyone looks like we are not using a shield now, and made sure to indirectly tie this weird no shield rule to me. Like he was trying to make sure if anybody hated him not using a shield to know it was my fault. That's a jerk move to do. I'm sorry that even happened. That's uncalled for. Dude, games are to have fun. Why would you be salty for somebody trying to point something out to help you out? Even though I didn't put it in the description, I usually put in the tags that backseat gaming is allowed. You know, if you want to help me out, I don't care. You know, I'm sorry, that's a terrible experience. I'd be tilted. That's getting me tilted on your behalf, dude. That's stupid. All right, what do we got here? His name's Sparrow. Yes, I knew it! Haha, what a treat! You are the first customer I've had in a while. Oh, I mean, I'm the best at what I do! You could trust these glistening eyes. Very well, let me see what I can see. Yes, your fortune. It's all coming into focus now. Dude, blink, you're creeping me out.
Tipper! Ah, I see many things. All is revealed. Young man, are you about to head into a densely wooded area? Somewhere blanketed in green. Yes. Ah, my eyes, they see all. Trees. Everywhere. Yes, many trees. It would serve you well to buy a wooden shield before you travel. I can see that you are a bit young and green yourself, so it couldn't hurt if to take a heart potion with you. That's all I see for the moment. My eyes, they grow weary. Come see me again if you should lose your way. Ooh. Good luck, young man. That's great. So my fortune was to buy a shield and get a potion. What kind of tomfoolery is this? BRB, I'm going to buy Taco Bell. Oh! Buy me some. Get me. Oh, I would really like a Crunchwrap Supreme and 2 stuffed tacos. And what else? Guys, do you guys want anything? I'm just gonna go Taco Bell. We want to take orders. All right, enjoy Taco Bell. Get back to this as soon as you can because we are on an adventure tour. I was trying not to ruin story beats or puzzles. I try to keep tips to points around the area people are in. And he was right around the shield. I think that's fine. You know, I mean, listen, not for nothing. If you're trying to help out, like if like a lot of times when I play Zelda, right? So Zelda is I just want to buy this just so this way we have a backup. When I play Zelda, 50 rupees. Oh, shit. No, not at the moment. I need to buy a potion first. I got you. I appreciate that. Oh, that's quite all right, friend. I've got a few other fine items in stock, so do take your time and look around. Yes, okay.
Looks like the Happy Mask Salesman. Oh, it's creepy. We also get a free bottle from this lady.
Hey, you there! Yes, you, the adorable boy with the golden hair. Welcome to the potion shop. You can drink our potions when you're injured to fill your hearts. Hey, you're one of those knights, aren't you? Oh, one in training, at least. Let me tell you, one look at you and I can tell you need my potions by the cauldron fell. So don't try to slink away without stocking up. Oh dear. I forgot to ask if you have an empty bottle on you. Just so you know, I can't sell you a potion if you don't have an empty bottle to pour it in. For some reason, I like you though. So I'll give you a spare empty bottle I've been keeping here in the stall. Oh, it's nothing, it's my little gift. And the fact that you see a dead little bug in there, just make sure you drink it too, because it's extra protein. Okay, now go on. You won't hear me say this often, but you can put other things besides potions in an empty bottle, so it's a useful thing to carry around. Okay, we got an empty bottle. Empty bottles fit in your adventure pouch. Press R to take a look. Fine. If you ever get to the point where you can't fit any more stuff in your pouch because it's full, you can always drop items off at the item shop. So what would you like to buy?
I would like to buy heart potion. So, boom.
That's a vat of heart potion. Drink this, dear, and it will replenish 8 hearts. Why don't you pick some up for your adventure? It's only 20 rupees. How about it?
Okay.
Oh, good. We have enough for another shield, too. But yeah, like I was saying, a lot of times when I,
Thank you, sweetie. If you want a potion powered up, go see my husband at the end of the counter. He can fix something up for you.
Yeah, no, we need like extra stuff, so he can't do jack for us right now. But yeah, I would go to Google if I'm like, if I'm stuck on a certain point. Like the way that I do it is I don't actually go through the whole entire walkthrough. I go to the point where I'm at. I read a little bit before it, and I read just a little bit after where I'm just like, okay, I know what to do. I don't ruin the whole entire thing. A, because, just to make sure that I'm, I can get past where I'm at. And B, I've played the games before, but this is like, we're talking like 15 years ago, so I don't remember how to beat them. And I think I did the same thing back then anyways. You get like a little idea of what to do, and then you're like, okay, I got the idea now, I'm gonna go for it. And then, you just like little tidbits, not to actually read the whole entire playthrough. That's what I like to do. So if anybody ever has like any ideas of what to do, if you think that it's going to help out, I absolutely always appreciate any kind of help. I guess when it would come to the to this. I don't know. I like the interaction though with everybody. So this is another reason why I'm also like, you know, I have my own separate playthrough of what I'm doing now, because I want to enjoy it for the first time, because I've never played this game before up until a few days ago when I first picked it up. So I like having the opportunity to play it and get that first time feeling and just like, you know, chilling and relaxing. But then playing it for you guys because it's Legend of Zelda. It's literally like my favorite game franchise. So I like being able to share my passion for Zelda and hang out with you guys. So again, if you ever have anything that you want to say that you think will help out the stream, absolutely, please go ahead, be my guest. Say what you need to say. You know, it can only improve the stream. So if we're going to improve the stream, why the heck not, right? Oh, we need to get taller. We need to get higher. Get higher. That one streamer was weird. A lot of times he was okay with tips, and I noticed he only seemed to think help was cool if he was wasting time or stuck. Wait, you know what that is? It's what the flying rat's ass is that? I don't know. That is kind of weird. But you never know how anybody's really gonna react with certain things, I guess. Shouldn't have acted like that though. That's just kind of mean. That's stupid. Alright, we're going to fall to our dooms now. Bye! Whee! Oh, come on. I thought we could jump off of anywhere and call our damn bird. Nope. Alright. Yeah. I'm lucky. You caught me. Way to go. Flip off now. Get out of here. That's stupid. How can I only... Alright, well now we can... Put your sword away. Whee! Like, you have to be at a certain place to call your damn bird when you're jumping to your doom. Say, okay, John Mayer. Hey, listen, buddy, I'm all about the entertainment value. Besides the fact that I'm usually entertaining myself by my own dopey jokes, and if you guys laugh along, all the better, too. Alright, whoosh! And we hit R. Alright. Never been done before. We're gonna do a cannonball all the way from up here. I hope you're ready. Then I get a lot of hate for helping people in Pokemon. People are strange, my dude. People are strange. I always value your help when you're helping me out in Pokemon. I always think it's great. Ugh. Makes me want to learn a lot more. I appreciate learning. Learning new things is always good. And this is where he literally becomes a pancake. Fuck. Oh, that would have sucked. Been hilarious, though. So the thing that sucks with this is obviously the prototype to the thing that we use in Breath of the Wild. So you actually can't... I figured this out when you actually played the damn thing. Oh, this is the fabled service that has long been part of Skyloft legend. By my calculations, you are currently positioned in a location known as the Sealed Grounds. Well then. Marvelous. Yes. The Pokemon one comes from a mindset people can't get over. From a mindset people can't get over? Really? What's that? Boy, I love water. Please proceed with caution, Master. Oh my god, I think I just, like, made myself sound more like freaking Obi-Wan Kenobi. Holy crap. Oh, hello there. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey. Why won't you work? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Can I just... No, I don't think I can do that. Okay. Wasting our time. Hi! You're ugly. Hello. Ah, you butthole. Ah. Eat sword, you son of a bitch. Alright, and then we got you. And we got you. I got you, babe. Da, 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 da. They said I love, couldn't pay the rent. Okay. So oh my god. What the hell just happened? Ew, there's black stuff down there. It's all goopy and... Oh, it sneezed on me. Oh no. Oh, that's it. Link's high off again. High off his rocker. What is the... Oh my god, it's that freaking giant serpent again. Look at him. Oh god, his head... Did you see that blood just like came right out of his dome? That's so creepy. Too many teeth. Too many teeth, I say. If you have more than 30 teeth, you're freaking creepy. Oh, well then. Yeah. People think Pokemon being aimed at kids means that the stats more or less do not matter. So it's an RPG that people go in thinking, oh, it's for kids, why should I learn how the stats work? That is always silly to me because just because you are ignoring the stats does not mean they don't exist. It's a good point. And it's a very fair point. You can say that it's for kids or whatever else as much as you like to, but when the game is formulated in a way that you need to actually use like tactical information like stats and everything else to get the upper hand on somebody, why would you want to ignore it? That sounds silly to me. And counterintuitive. Yay! Whee! Ah. Game thought I wasn't gonna do that. Alright, so this is... Young one. Child of destiny. Descendant from the sky. Raise the sword of the goddess skyward. Take aim at the evil aura and unleash its power. That sounds like a bad idea. Anybody vote that's a bad idea? I vote that's a bad idea. I don't think that's good. Unfortunately, we need to do that to progress, so we're gonna have to do it, but I think that's a bad idea. Have at the evil being! Whoosh! Yeah, okay, that works. It's kind of anticlimactic when it's just like, eh. And springs! Hooray! Master Link, I'm sensing a change in the area that was triggered by your skyward strike. I've also detected an aura that correlates closely to your sailcloth. I surmise this aura belongs to Zelda. I can lead you in the direction of this aura through a process known as dowsing. Would you like me to explain this process to you? No! Understood, Master. So basically what's going to happen is he's going to use the sword as a dowsing rod. So what a dowsing rod is, it's supposed to be pointing towards the thing that you want the most, right? So like if you remember like old Looney Tunes cartoons where they take a stick that has like two handles on it, and it's got like, so it's got a U-shaped handle and then one stick protruding out, so they were using it as a dowsing rod. So like oh, closer, farther, it would stop shaking. Like the closer you got, the more it shakes to point you in the direction of where you're supposed to go. Because a kid could know nothing and end up beating a Pokemon game by spamming random stuff. People think that stats don't matter. Just because you use random stuff in one does not mean you played as good as you could have. Like any RPG, stats can affect how you think about things. I think that's fair. Well, I mean, listen, not for nothing though, that can honestly be said about anybody. Well, I mean, yeah, it could be like, if you figure about poker, right? So actually a couple of friends and myself, we played poker a few nights ago. And typically I would go in headstrong and not be very methodic about what I'm doing or whatever, but the cards just were actually very they were actually coming out pretty good in my favor a lot of times. But I also was able to formulate a lot better than I typically do of when to go, when to put in, whatever else. But you also again, you have the beginners who've never played poker before. I have no idea what the hell they're doing and they just win. Well, one hand I didn't know what I was doing and I stole one. But still. But still, it's the same thing. Blizzy comes to mind for my point here on stats. Oh, okay. So Blizzy, that's the cone. The cone one, right? Oh, it's the one who's like shivering all the time. Hold up and select Zelda as your dowsing target, then point in the direction you wish to search. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Alright, so we got that. Alright, and we're using the sword as a dowsing rod. So what we're going to need to do is go up there. So that's where it's pointing us. It's pointing us upward and onwards, gentlemen and women. Ladies and gentlemen. People and persons. Can I take this thing? Like, it's not even a sword, it's just a pedestal. Anyway, whatever. Alright, so we jump on that and we go upward. And this is where you just go over here. I want to see if I can get some... Nope. No more. Alright. Does anybody else play Zelda and not just chop the grass? Like, your mom would just yell at you all day long to mow the front lawn and the back lawn. You're like, Mom, I'm playing a video game. And you're like playing Zelda, you're playing Legend of Zelda. You're just like chopping away the freaking grass. Yeah, but now they have actual, like, you know, like actual video games where there's lawnmower simulator, there's power washing simulator. My God, like, stop the madness. All right, here we go inside. Blizzy has a 255 base HP and a 135 base special defense, 10 base defense. For years I never got why I seemed to not hurt it much, and yet I could also sometimes easily beat it. I know how attack damage is the weakness, and special attack does not do much. That's a very good point. Ah! That's a very pointy hat. A very pointy hat. That's a very old face.
Ah, the traveler descended from the clouds above.
Okay, we're gonna make her sound like what's his face from freaking Superman. Dang it, what's his name? Freaking amazing actor.
The traveler descended from the clouds above. I welcome you, child of fate. Tell me, what is your name? Link. Ah, Link. Good. Very good. I sense you already gained control over the sacred power that fills your sword when pointed skyward. The skyward strike is yours to command. It is proof that you are fit to bear the blade you carry, the goddess sword. I have sat here for many, many years, waiting for you to arrive, all so that I could fulfill my purpose as your guide.
I think it's a good voice. I like it.
You stand under the roof of the sealed temple, a place built by the goddess an eternity ago. Your arrival here is predestined many, many years ago. The spirit maiden you seek arrived here shortly before you, descending this land in a shower of light. There's no doubt in it. The gears of fate have begun to turn. Yet all is not as it should be. The spirit maiden was not meant to reach this land in the manner she did. I feel an evil power working in the shadows, and moves to warp the destiny of which you two are a part. Link, you are concerned for the spirit maiden and seek her whereabouts, yes? That is understandable, but for now, you must focus on moving forward. That girl has her own purpose she must pursue, as do you. She set out for the Faron Woods to discover the destiny for herself, and you must follow. Show me your map.
Okay.
The X upon your map marks the path that will lead you to Faron Woods. You will be traveling in unfamiliar land. Many monsters have settled here, and a map may not prove guidance enough for your journey. And so I will give you the power to create beacons. Not bacons. The last time I told a traveler about beacons, he was standing there just drooling all over himself, and I said, snap out of it, buddy, I gotta snap. Alright, that's neither here nor there. When a beacon is marked on your map, a column of light will stand at the location. It will act as your waypoint from afar. Point at the X and press A to place a beacon.
Okay.
I did it! Hooray!
Though you cannot see it from where you are, a beacon stands outside to guide you. Leave the temple through the front doors and see for yourself. When you will no longer have a use for a beacon, you can remove it from your map by pressing A. Use your beacons well, and you will never fear getting lost. Go now. You must head into Farron Woods and chase after the Spirit Maiden, the one you call Zelda. On your way out, take the contents of the treasure chest within this room. What you find here should prove useful to you on your journey.
Oh, magical hair. Oh. Alright, great.
You are ready. Leave through the door before you and head into the woods. I wish you safe travel.
Blah.
Know that all the questions you have now will be answered in time. For now, Link, go bravely.
Okay. I'm gonna go bravely and I will be skyward sorting everywhere.
Hooray! We got Revitalization Potion. Potion fully replenishes your shield gauge and also restores 4 hearts. Oh, that's cool. But the Zelda game, you have to break pots too. You have to cut grass and break pots. That's how you play Zelda. If you're not doing that, are you actually playing Zelda? I say not. Hooray! Alright. This is cool. And we cut the grass. Because we also need rubies. Because rubies make the world go round. Oh, goodness. Out of the way, scram! This is where we just, like, start beating the hell out of these guys. Why don't you block my shots? What's wrong with you? Get out of here. Don't you know who I think I am? Whew. Thanks for jumping in there to rescue me, bud. Just who were those red pests? I did not expect to run into a pack of them in this peaceful forest. Same goes for you. This is the second time I've bumped into one of your kind today. I'll tell you, all sorts of weird things are going on lately. I owe you big for taking care of those guys, so let me tell you something fascinating. See those things over there? They're birds. I know, crazy. Hey, bud. I'm Gorko the Goron. Goron? Goron. I'm researching the ancient history of these woods here. According to the ancient texts, there is some kind of place up above called the Isle of the Goddess, far up in the sky. Apparently, these old statues serve as landmarks to those traveling up the sky or down from the Isle of the Goddess place. If you find one, be sure to examine it to keep tabs on the number of landmarks. They are rumored to be quite useful. Supposedly, this statue is special, as it is said to have the ability to activate all the other statues. The whole thing sounds a little crazy, I know, but I, for one, believe it to be true. Otherwise, why would all these statues be here all over the place? That's a real head-scratcher, bud. Makes you want to think more, does it not? Makes you want to know more. I would agree. I want to know more. Hey, B! Welcome, welcome. Sorry that you're late. You had to do something. No worries. Absolutely no worries at all. Ah, sounds like I have a fellow connoisseur of ancient cultures here. I think I know a thing or two about a thing or two. Whatever. All right, bud. You had better brace yourself, because I'm about to blow your little boy mind. So get this. People actually live on the Sky Island, and they get around by flying on the backs of huge birds that are way bigger than birds down here. It's crazy, I know. Up there, everyone reveres the goddess, and the residents of all the islands in the sky live in a perfect society, totally free of conflict or unhappiness. Not only that, but from what I can tell, their civilization is way, way more advanced than ours down here. But it does not even stop there, bud. This Isle of the Goddess has even more stuff to marvel at. The place was crafted by the goddess herself, so it figures that is filled with wonders we do not have here. The buildings are all made of gold, An endless spring of mystical water feeds a river through the place. One sip of that stuff, and you live forever. The trees are heavy with plump fruit that cures all disease. The fields are crowded with pumpkins that never rot. Magic wildflowers bloom everywhere. And the weather! Oh, the weather, bud! Not too hot, not too cold. No chance of sweaty heat in this garden paradise. That is the Isle of the Goddess. Amazing, right? Wrong! It's beyond amazing. You want to hear more about it, don't you, bud? No. No. Ah, that's so, bud. I was hoping to tell you more, but I guess it can wait. Yes, it can. We're done here. Thank you. Appreciate your... I kind of came from the place, I'm just saying. Whoa! What in the world just happened? Did you use some kind of magic? Yes, I used my eyeball magic. Woo! The statue reacted the moment you got near it, bud. How crazy is that? It's very crazy. Now step back and let me blow your mind. Ah! Okay. So we are going to save. Boom! Save to this file? Yes, we will save to this file. Sweet! Goro. What was that? The statue just reacted to you. What did you do? Come on. Don't make a big deal. Don't make a big guy beg. I've got to know. I'll tell you when you're older. I have to examine the statue further, bud. Who knows what I might find out? A lot of stuff, actually. Well, if you look at it close enough. Oh, hello there. Boom. Alright, we got a rhino. I'm back with a mouthful of Taco Bell. That's awesome. I am incredibly jealous. What did you end up getting? Did you get anything good? Did you get Nachos Bel Grande? I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want Taco Bell now. It's 11 o'clock. I can't eat Taco Bell that late. I can't even eat Taco Bell, like, without preparing my body for the next day of just, like, it hating me so much and just, like, why do I want to have Taco Bell? Taco Bell is one of those meals where you're like, it's always a great idea beforehand. It's always a great idea while you're eating it. You love the fact that you ate it afterwards. The next day is when you hate yourself. Yeah, that's about it. At least that's how my body treats me anyways. Like, what the hell were you thinking? Oh, goodness. Grande Crunch Wrap Box. Ooh. Grande Crunch Wrap Box. Oh man, the Crunch Wrap Supreme. Marvelous. I love the Crunch Wrap Supreme. Alright. Well, bye. He was not useful at all. Well, he was kind of useful. My god, Fifi. Master, now that you have ascended the stone statue, you can return to the sky at will. Accessed. My god, I make up English. Now that you've accessed the stone statue, you can return to the sky at will. Furthermore, by using a certain amiibo figure, you can return to the sky from anywhere on the surface and come back to where you left. Please call me anytime you would like to use an amiibo. You can also enable or disable amiibo usage from the options. Or Taco Bell was always joked to be the Taco Bell of no return. Which is a good effing deal, by the way. $5 for the Grande Crunch Wrap, a taco, and a large drink. What? Dude, absolutely. $5 gets you far with Taco Bell. That's why it was always, when I was in college, it was always Taco Bell and Wendy's. Wendy's had the awesome the dollar menu. And then Taco Bell is Taco Bell. Can't go wrong with Taco Bell and their prices a lot of times. Especially when you're a broke college kid. It's like, I just need to eat to survive. Alright, we made it to the blue thing. What do we got? Hit me! Does that even do anything? Oh, that was the marker I put down. Duh. There it is. Ha! Nailed it.
I learned real good. I do good stuff. I did a really good job.
Master, if you've entered Farron Woods, that's great. Fantastic. Blah, blah, blah. It's in a spot. Wait, it's in a spot that is hard to leave, so you are kind of stuck in the drive-thru if you end up on that side. Tidal bend and the fence. It's true. The plentiful of water in this region is okay. It's logical that the lush plant life and water resources have attracted animal species to the region. Yes. It's possible. Farron Woods. Da-da! That is us. We are there. Looking at the probabilities, it is extremely likely that Zelda is somewhere in the area. I recommend you continue to use your dowsing ability to search for her. You can recommend all you want. I won't listen. I am a rebel. I'll probably use it. In high school, I would get $1 burritos with my friends almost every day during our dual enrollment hour. Dual enrollment hour? That sounds interesting. Yeah, high school? Oh my god, I couldn't get enough of Taco Bell in high school. I also had, you know, the... You're in high school, and it's always funny when you're in high school, like, you always had everybody telling you, well, you gotta one day watch what you're eating because your body's not gonna burn all the calories and it's gonna catch up to you one day, and you're like, yeah, okay, old man or old woman. You're only saying that because you're old and fat. And then you become 34 and realize that they were true, and you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're just like, well, fuck. I should have listened. That was one of the older buildings, so it's around houses, and a lot is weird. Oh, really? Okay. It was the hour we had to work on our college class. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I didn't have one of those. Mainly because I wasn't really, when I was in high school, I was an asshole. Yeah, no, all of senior year was basically me not being in high school. So it was actually really funny because me and my friends would call each other out. I had the deeper of the voices, so I would call in as my friend's dad, and one of my other buddies had a really high-pitched voice, so he would call in at everybody's mom. So we have a big friend group, so I think I took like 3 or 4 kids, and he took the other ones, and I think then he and I just, like, you know, like called our own parent, or like, you know, did our, I don't know, I don't know how the hell we got away with it, but we got away with it. We're talking a long time ago, so, you know, before I think, you know, people are, like, you know, heavily monitored and tagged nowadays. I skipped like my last week of high school. I skipped like my last year of high school. We finally got a new Bojangles. I feel like they rebuilt it to get around the possible legal problems of the old building that I'm surprised did not come out more often. Bojangles. So I'm in New York. I've heard of Bojangles before, but I haven't had it. Just like, was it Jack in the Box? I've heard of Jack in the Box, but we don't have that either. So, well, I'm assuming it's just like any other kind of fast food. It's like a burger joint and whatever else with fries and whatever, right? I'm assuming. I don't know. Like I said, I've heard of it, but I've never been there before. I know that there's a Checkers here, and there's no Rallies, but Rallies is basically the same thing as a Checkers. And Checkers fries is amazing. I really hope to God that Checkers is across the country, because I don't want to make it look like I'm an idiot and like talking out of my butthole. Hey, uppa! Go away, cricket. Oh God, we killed a cricket. And a little cricket spirit just floats up. Bye, cricket. You will be remembered as the force of nature that you are. There we are. Let me through, let me through. Uh-oh. This is where we come into contact with a key. Very interesting. Oh, hello. Bye. You wanna mess with me? Boom! Knock your butts down. That's what you get for messing with the hero chosen by the goddess, punk. I think it's adorable. And weird. It looks like it has pineapples for eyes.
It's gone quiet.
Ah! That's the voice of the freaking tree from Breath of the Wild, too.
Queeku! Now there's a green one. I didn't even know they came in green. Don't hurt me, Kooweep.
Okay. Bojangles is only chicken. They have good fries, but the main food is only chicken stuff. Ooh. I do like me chicken. Like KFC. Yes. KFC, and I'm going to be honest with you, I love me some Boston Market. Yum, yum. Yum, 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 yum. I love Boston Market. I got Boston Market at least once a week. Because it's delicious. Alright, and we're running, and we're running. Oh, hello there.
Oh my god!
Like, I should be scared of that. Like, that just, like, running into something like that IRL must be creepy beyond measure. I can imagine. Alright. Guys. Well, what are we going to say? Bojangles is an American regional chain of fast food restaurants that specializes in Cajun seasoned fried chicken and buttermilk biscuits that primarily serves the southeastern United States. Well then, that sounds delicious. I must partake in Bojangles. That sounds amazeballs. Not gonna lie, I definitely do like the sound of that. Well, guys, thank you very much for stopping by and hanging out with while I stream The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. I'm going to be doing this until we beat the game, guys. So, come Wednesday, we're going to be playing Zelda again. I think, you know, you guys let me know if, how you liked it. I think it's actually going very well. Again, the story is amazing. Where the OG Link, where the first Link, this is literally where the story starts for Link and Zelda and Hyrule. Been to the South plenty of times and I've never seen that. It seems cool. It seems really cool, though. I gotta check it out. But yeah, and then you get to find out where Ganondorf comes from and everything else. He's not in this game, but you'll find out because, you know, it's an amazing story. You gotta go through the paces and the dungeons. Oh my god, I'm so happy to be doing actual dungeons again, guys. This is fantastic. Again, the controls are a little wonky and you need to get used to them and whatever else, but I would say that if you have the money to do so, pick it up. Absolutely pick it up today. If you're a Zelda fan, you would like this. It's really good, especially for the story. Especially for the story. Guys, if you want to, of course, help support the stream, please do me a favor. Consider following the channel. Please consider subscribing if you have Amazon Prime and you haven't subscribed to another channel. If you want to help support, you know, Amazon Prime for Twitch Prime is free for a month if you want to subscribe. Again, monetary donations are never requested, but if you feel so inclined, I would thank you very much, of course, for the support of the stream. Also, I do have, of course, an online store where I'm going to be Sunrise Mall this Saturday and Sunday on Long Island. It's going to be fun, guys. So I have an online store where I sell a lot of different items. We have a lot of Super Nintendo. I just picked up a few Nintendo games, which are awesome. Sega Genesis, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, guys. I also sell these little tiny arcades, and I put together a mystery box. So you get one nice, beautiful little box over here, and a chosen tiny arcades that I choose at random. And I put two things of candy in here as a thank you, of course. So it's a nice value added in here for a nice mystery box. If you want to get one of those tiny arcades, follow me on Instagram. I have my link tree there, so you'll be able to follow the story there as well, or you go to all4gamers.com. However you want to do it, of course. Oh, so maybe just not memorizing. Oh, Waffle House is amazing. I love Waffle House. But, guys, again, thank you for stopping by and supporting the stream as always. I appreciate it. Again, Wednesday, we are going to be streaming The Legend of Zelda again because this is an amazing game. I love this game. Having so much fun. I've been AJ. You guys, as always, have been beautiful. I will catch you guys in the next stream on Wednesday. Mwah! I will see you then.